Virginia, the site of tonight's Valley Baseball League matchup between the Winchester Royals and the Front Royal Cardinals. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ben Golding. Alongside me, joined tonight is Anthony Palumbo. Anthony, how are you doing?
Good, Ben. Thanks for having me today. I will be doing the color commentary alongside Ben here for the Front Royal Cardinals this summer. It's a good opportunity for me to join the intern group and be in the booth. I graduated Christendom College, played some baseball there, so I look forward to providing some comments and working the camera along the way alongside Ben.
All right, thank you, Anthony. So, a bit on the two teams for tonight. Front Royal and Winchester, they both currently sit at 2-2. Both teams took a loss on Sunday night. Front Royal, they lost to Harrisonburg on the road 4-0, and Winchester lost to Waynesboro a massive 15-1. So Winchester and Front Royal both looking to bounce back tonight. Taking a look at the standings right now in the North, the Strasburg Express currently sit at 3-1 in a three-way tie with the Percival Cannons and the Woodstock River Bandits. Front Royal and Winchester are both tied for fourth right now at 2-2, and the Newmarket Rebels sit at the bottom at 1-3. In the South Division, Harrisonburg currently leading at 3-1. Waynesboro and Charlottesville are in a tie for second, both at 2-2. And then Covington, Culpeper, and Stanton round out the bottom of the Southern Division at 1-3. Taking a look now over at the lineups for tonight, starting off with the Winchester Royals tonight. Their batting order tonight, pitching tonight will be Ethan Griffith. Ethan is from Wright State Lake College. He is a sophomore and originally from Fort Pierce, Florida. The batting order tonight starts off with number 6, J.C. Colon, who will be at shortstop tonight. Colon is from Delaware State University. He is a junior, originally from Santa Isabel, Delaware. The batter in the second hole tonight will be Josh Hogue. He is going to be starting in left field tonight. Josh is from Santa Fe College. He is a sophomore, and he is originally from North Palm Beach, Florida. In the third hole tonight will be Jeb Despard. He is the catcher tonight. Jeb Despard, excuse me. He is from Stetson University. He's a junior, and he is originally from Waxhaw, North Carolina. Batting cleanup in the fourth hole tonight, number 33 will be Chandler Bellinger. He is playing first base tonight. He is originally from Alderson Broaddus University. He is a senior, originally from Boyce, Virginia. Batting in the fifth hole tonight will be Cam Jackson, who will be out in right field tonight. Cam is from North Carolina A&T, a junior, originally from Greenville, North Carolina. Batting sixth will be Tyler Cox. He will be playing center field tonight. Tyler is from Eckerd College, a senior, originally from Winfield, West Virginia. Batting seventh will be the designated hitter Ryan Flores. Flores is from San Joaquito College North, a sophomore, originally from Baytown, Texas. In the eighth hole will be Danny Baez, who will be the second baseman tonight. Danny is from Indian River State College, a sophomore, originally from Oviedo, Florida. And rounding out the Winchester Royals lineup will be the third baseman, Cade Hamilton. And I cannot find any information on Cade right now, but... Oh, Cade, never mind. He was in the pitcher's hole. My bad. Cade is originally from Florence Darlington Tech. He is a sophomore, originally from Lexington, Ohio. And like I mentioned, Ethan Griffith, he is the pitcher tonight from Wright State Lake College, a sophomore, originally from Fort Pierce, Florida. Taking a look now over at the Cardinals lineup. The Cardinals tonight, pitching for them is going to be Cole Schiff. Cole is from UNC Asheville. He is a junior, originally from Wake Forest, North Carolina. For the Royals tonight, in the first hole will be Blaze O'Sabin, and he will be out in center field. He is from Georgia Gwinnett College. He's a senior, originally from not far away, actually, Warrenton, Virginia. Batting second will be Eli Burwash. He will be starting at shortstop tonight. Eli is from Western Kentucky University, a sophomore, originally from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Batting third will be Drew Camp, the first baseman. He is originally from Longwood University, a senior out of South Chesterfield, Virginia. Batting fourth in cleanup will be Brantley Willis, the right fielder. Brantley is from, give me 1 second. Here he is. Brantley's from Chipola College. He is a sophomore, originally from Marina, Florida. Batting fifth will be Nick Capozzi. He will be playing left field tonight. He is from Gardner-Webb University, a junior, originally from Columbus, North Carolina. Batting designated here tonight in the sixth hole will be Jaden Anderson. Jaden is from Georgia State University, a sophomore, originally from Alpharetta, Georgia. Batting seventh will be Mason Mosley, who will be playing second base tonight. Mason. I can't find the stuff for Mason right now. We'll get back to that in just a second as I try to find Mason's information. But continuing along, in the 8th hole will be Daniel Stevens. He'll be playing second base tonight. Daniel is from Longwood University, a junior originally from Raleigh, North Carolina. And then batting 9th, rounding out the Front Royal lineup, will be Brock Mercado. He's playing catcher tonight, also from UNC Asheville. He's a sophomore, originally from Ocean View, New Jersey. Pitching tomorrow for the Front Royal Cardinals will be Rain Watson, and then pitching tomorrow for the Winchester Royals will be Garrett Gainey. All right, taking a look at what's happening around the rest of the Valley League tonight as we get set here at Bing Crosby Stadium here in Front Royal, Virginia. Taking a look around the rest of the league tonight, the Culpeper Cavaliers are in Purcellville taking on the Cannons. The Covington Lumberjacks are taking on the Waynesboro Generals in Waynesboro. The Woodstock River Bandits are playing rival Strasburg against the Express. The Stanton Braves are taking on the Charlottesville Tom Sox in Charlottesville, and the Harrisonburg Turks play the Newmarket Rebels in Newmarket tonight. And now for a quick message from our commissioner. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Robert W. Bowman, Jr., the commissioner of the Valley Baseball League, would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to tonight's Valley Baseball League contest between the Winchester Royals and the Front Royal Cardinals. The Valley Baseball League takes great pride in providing a fan-friendly family atmosphere at all its ballparks. To enhance this atmosphere, we ask all fans abide by the Valley Baseball League Code of Conduct posted throughout the ballpark. We hope you enjoy this evening's ballgame, and thank you for the support of the Front Royal Cardinals and the Valley Baseball League. So, Anthony, both teams currently come into this game 2-2. It's still super early in the season, but this could be a very pivotal game for both sides. What are your thoughts on how critical this game be for just gaining momentum early in the season tonight?
Right, yeah. Taking a look at the schedule, it looks like it's a good amount of games in June and July, just a stacked schedule right there with Mondays off for Front Royal in June. And every other day is basically baseball except for the All-Star game. July, we got 3 days off until the playoffs. So there's a lot of baseball for these collegiate players this summer. A couple of guys I wanted to highlight for tonight's game. For visiting Winchester, leadoff hitter J.C. Colon. He has a .538 batting average heading into this one, 7 for 13. And for Front Royal, in the 6th hole, Jaden Anderson. He is 6 for 9 to start off the year with 2 home runs. So, Ben, those are my 2 guys to watch out for tonight.
Yeah, and then I was able to find Mason Mosley's stats. He is from UNC Greensboro. He is a sophomore, originally from Greensboro, North Carolina. So the 2 guys from Front Royal side of things, I don't know if you mentioned him or not, but did you mention Jaden Anderson?
Jaden Anderson, he's my guy for tonight.
Jaden Anderson, he's definitely a big bat. Another guy that I definitely want to talk about is Blaze O'Sabin. He was batting almost 400 at George Gwinnett College this past season, so he could definitely be a big bat. He's one of his first games here for Front Royal, I believe. I think this might be his season debut. Yes, this is. I think he could be a huge bat and a huge leadoff guy here for the Cardinals tonight. As for taking a look over at Winchester, in terms of who really stands out for me, I mean, Jeb Despard, he has a 600 batting average right now. He's been raking hard. So has Cologne. So they have a lot of big bats early in that lineup. Cologne and Despard, both 2 bats that have just a lot of power. Despard currently at a .538 batting average. Ballinger, he's at a 400 batting average. Cox has 385. So they definitely have a very heavy batting, a lot of big bats behind in Winchester. But last time we were here in Front Royal at Bing Crosby, there was a great pitching duel as Bryce Fisher, he put on a clinic for 4 innings. Andres Camargo came out, did a great job as well. Cole Schiff now, it's up to him and I think the pitching, especially for Front Royal, is just stacked. Schiff is definitely one of those guys I would keep his eye on, making his debut here in the VBL tonight. I'm really excited to see what he has in store. If we've had a lot of great pitchers, a lot of great guys be able to show what they have, especially on the mound. They've put on clinics. I mean, we had a blowout on opening day. We got blown out, and then we blew out, and then we've been able to consistently keep this game. Like, they haven't scored more than 5 runs after opening day. So it's been pretty strong for both. On terms of pitching, I'm expecting that to continue.
Right, and just to comment on the running game, Front Royal only 3 stolen bases in 4 games, and Winchester only 1. Yeah. So I guess we could see tonight if that changes, and if that is more of a testament to the catcher's arms, the coach's strategy, just not having running a big part of the game and want to see the batters
Yep.
hit without any risk.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, both the managers are meeting up right now. A bit on both the managers. The head coach of the Winchester Royals is Mike Smith. He's in his He's had 16 years of experience in the VBL. He served as a field manager, an assistant coach, a general manager, and a head coach for 5 different teams. Outside of the VBL, he's the head coach for the Clark County High School Eagles and has been coaching high school baseball for over 25 years. Clint Marsh, he's in his second year here with Front Royal, and he's also coaches around with different teams as well in the area. Clint, before he was with us, he coached for the Martinsville Mustangs in the Coastal Plains League. He played Division II baseball, and before he was with us, he was actually coaching for the Waynesboro Generals. So he went from Waynesboro, where he was the pitching coach there, and now he's with us as our head manager. And so far, he's been doing a pretty good job. Got us to the playoffs last year, looking to improve on that success from last season and get us a little bit further into the playoffs this year. For those of you who don't know, actually, tonight we are honoring all of the members of our veterans, armed forces, all of our heroes who are firefighters, police officers, by allowing them free admission into the game tonight. And we put up, actually, in center field is our POW MIA flag, and we'll show you that a bit later. But we have promotions like that going on throughout the entire summer. But tonight we are honoring all of our veterans, members of armed forces, and all of our heroes that are just a part of our community. They were given free admission into tonight's game. As the game is getting set to go, the game time for tonight is set to start at 7 p.m. tonight.
And now let's meet the starting lineup.
Griffith, this is also Griffith's first appearance. So for Griffith and for Schiff, these are both going to be fresh, brand new pitchers for both teams. So neither of them have had any experience so far here in the VBL. So brand new stars for both guys. Do you think that they could get a case of nerves, get the yips or anything like that? I just feel like the pressure getting first appearance in a new league, could get a bit nervous at the plate, or not at the plate, on the mound tonight for both pitchers, for Schiff and for Griffith.
Yeah, well, I guess they got to see 4 games so far, so they weren't the ones making the first start of the year. Got to see some of their co-aces out there on the mound, so being able to watch a little bit of their teammates go at it probably helped them get a little bit of those nerves out, knowing that it's Game 5 on the year for the team. But to answer your question from earlier, looks like this is the first game out of 6 in a row for Front Royal, so it's a pretty important game for the Cardinals to try to get on a winning streak here and get some consistency and momentum going to drive down the week.
Yeah, taking a look at just what's coming up for both sides. Tomorrow, Front Royal is on the road in Stanton. On Thursday, they will be back at home playing the Woodstock River Bandits. Friday, they are back on the road playing the Waynesboro Generals. Saturday, they will be back home here again as they have a weekend stand. Saturday, they play the Strasburg Express. And Sunday, they will be playing the Charlottesville Tom Sox. As for the Winchester Royals, tomorrow, they will be at home playing the Strasburg Express. They have an off day on Thursday. Friday, they will be on the road playing the Newmarket Rebels. Saturday, they will be at home against the Harrisonburg Turks. And on Sunday, they will be at home again playing the Woodstock River Bandits, as both teams then will have an off day this coming Monday on June 12th. And Winchester is also off this coming Thursday. So they have today and tomorrow, and then they get another off day. But like you mentioned, Front Royal pretty much has a 6-day stretch where they don't have any off days. So they are going to be busy. So the start of a long stretch here for the Cardinals.
From Gardner-Webb University, the left fielder, number 20, Nick.
As both teams as the Royals have already gotten introduced, the Cardinals are currently being introduced right now.
University, the designated hitter, number 33, Jayden Anderson. Batting seventh from the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, the third baseman, number 30, Mason Mosley. Batting eighth from Longwood University, the second baseman, number 14, Daniel Stevens. Batting ninth from the University of North Carolina, Asheville, the catcher, number 18, Brock Martado. And on the mound for the Cardinals this evening from the University of North Carolina, Asheville, number 27.
And there's Coach Schiff right there. We're looking for a great outing tonight from the Cardinals, especially Cole Schiff, just to keep things going.
And the head coach, and today is his birthday, Clint Marsh.
Oh, happy birthday, Clint Marsh. It's his birthday today. I didn't even know that. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Let's give Coach Marsh a great birthday present by winning this game.
And now would you all please rise? Please remove your hats.
As we now take a minute to pause for the national anthem.
With the playing of our national anthem.
All right, let's have a great game of baseball today here between the Cardinals and the Royals as we get ready to rock and roll. As we have a first pitch coming up here before we can get going. Mr. Wick Casey will be throwing out the first pitch tonight as he is a veteran of our armed forces. Since we are honoring our veterans tonight, what better person to throw out a first pitch than one of our veterans here at Front Royal? He's going to be throwing it to our catcher, Brock Mercado, and it looked like a strike to me. Second one also looked like a strike to me. Two great strikes by two incredible individuals. The first one went to Brock Mercado. The second one went to Ryan Becker.
On the bases, Mr. Andrew Patola. And behind home plate calling balls and strikes, Mr. Eric Lautenschlager.
As we are set and ready to go. For those of you who didn't know, we actually have two cameras this year. The camera that you're currently on is kind of more of like our wide shot that can move around. This one right here is actually more of like our home plate shot, and we'll be on this one for pitches, and then we'll swap to the other when the ball's in play. For those of you who don't know, the Cardinals are currently on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms to stay up to date on all the Cardinals information, what they're doing inside the stadium and outside the stadium. I'll be putting up the social medias throughout the game. That's our Instagram right there, at Front Royal Cardinals. Our Facebook is at FR Cardinals, and then our Twitter is, of course, FR Cardinals as well. Make sure you follow us to stay up to date on all the Cardinals dealings inside and outside the stadium, and just what we're up to, game announcements, lineups, everything Front Royal Cardinals related. As we get set for a great night, Cole Schiff currently getting warmed up as we are all set and ready to go. Batting first, like I mentioned earlier, will be J.C. Cologne. He is playing he plays shortstop tonight, and he has a like I mentioned, he has a .538 batting average. He has a .538 batting average. He has scored 5 runs off of 7 hits and has gotten a double. So he has been a big-time bat. Cologne, originally from Delaware State University, a junior, and originally from Santa Isabel, Delaware. As we get set to go.
Looks like the wind is barely blowing off towards right field, right center.
Yeah, the wind might not be that much of a factor tonight. If it were blowing a lot harder, it could have become a massive factor, but doesn't really seem to be like that much of a critical factor tonight. But if the wind does pick up, it could just start blowing balls everywhere.
Mid-70s, a bit cloudy. Pretty nice evening for baseball.
Great night for baseball. The sun, we don't get the sunset, and sun is cloudy. We can't see the sun, but the lights are on, and they will stay on as we get this night game ready to go. As JC is making his way to the plate right now to get things going. Cole Schiff on the mound, pitching again to Brock Mercado.
From Delaware State University, the shortstop, number 6, J.C. Cologne.
Here we go, J.C. Cologne. The first pitch from Schiff. The pitch is called a strike. Great way to start. First pitch in at 7:05 p.m. here on June 6th. 0-1 the count very quickly here in the top of the first. Cardinals tonight in the red shirts with the red and white hats and the white pants. That's a pitch here from Schiff. Is hit. Little chopper over to the second baseman. Stevens throw to first. Not in time. Got the single. Could not get the pitch over to Camp in time. And Colon is successfully to first base.
And that's why you have him at leadoff right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we mentioned he's been able to get a lot of hits, and he showed it right there.
Number 22, Josh Hogue.
Here comes Josh Hogue now. Hogue from Santa Fe College, a sophomore out of North Palm, Florida. The pitch from Schiff is outside and in the dirt. The Royals tonight are in the green shirts with the yellow stripes and then the gray pants. 1-0 the count with Schiff. For Schiff with Colon on first base, taking a decent lead off right now. Schiff throws, and it is also a ball. The first one was outside and in the dirt. This one again outside, but goes upstairs this time.
Looked like his first breaking ball of the night.
Yeah, and Hogue was not biting on that one as Schiff starts to try and settle in. That one again outside, another breaking ball. Looked like a slider that just missed. 3-0 the count. Not a good start here on the second batter of the night for Schiff. Schiff trying to settle in, just try and get under control of the pitch. And he walked a quick 4-pitch walk on Hogue. And all of a sudden, Schiff is already in some trouble as Jeb Despard, the catcher, is coming to the plate.
University, the catcher, number 24, Jeb Despard.
Despard from Stetton University, a junior, originally from Waxhaw, North Carolina, with runners on first and second and no outs. This could become big trouble here for Schiff here very early. Not the way you want to be starting this game. Schiff, the pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, not the guy who the Cardinals want to be facing right now. 6 for 10 to start the year. A couple runners on, nobody out.
Yeah. Despard definitely can be a very dangerous bat here extremely early. Do not want to let him get hot. And that one is in for a ball. 1-1 the count still with no one out. Despard, he was the guy that I mentioned. He has a 600 batting average. So this is not looking good here for Schiff. No outs, 1-1 as Colon is dancing around at second, trying to maybe make a move, and that pitch is in for a strike, 1-2.
Good spot.
Colon over on second, Hogue on first, and Despard currently at the plate on a 1-2 count. A double play would be huge for the Cardinals here just to get out of some trouble. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. And that one is hit off the roof and foul. We have a roof that covers up a good chunk of the stands here, but the roof is all in foul territory. So if it ever hits the roof, it's automatically a foul ball. And it does hit the roof. It's plunked on top of the ceiling. I feel like it's gonna hit the press box one day. I'm waiting for a ball to just go. It won't happen, but just go through the glass here in the press box. Schiff checks up on Colon on second and deals a strike. Strike out looking by Schiff. First K of the day and a big one.
Beautiful mix right there. Got the fastball in the outside corner after a couple breaking balls.
Yep. Despard goes down looking, and now coming up will be the first baseman, Chandler Ballinger, originally from Alderson Brodus University, a senior out of Boyce, Virginia. Do you know where Boyce is? I've never heard. It must be a smaller town. Oh, that one way upstairs, trying to maybe catch someone stealing.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Ben. Not familiar with Boyce.
I will figure that one out. Boyce and Colon both taking leadoffs. It's in Clark County, so it's not super far away, actually. It's closer to Winchester. That ball got the outside, called a strike.
Catcher, I don't know there if that was just a ball slipped out of his hand, but shortstop fielded that throw back to the pitcher.
Ooh, not good. 1-1, 1 out. Runners still on first and second. Colon on second, Hogue on first. Ballinger, the cleanup man, up to bat right now. Trying to maybe get some guys going. Colon almost ran, and he sends that one into right field. And it is grabbed by Willis for the easy out. 2 away now. And now coming up to bat will be Cam Jackson, the right fielder. Jackson from North Carolina A&T, a junior originally from Greenville, North Carolina. the Royals had the Cardinals kind of on the ropes, but now with a strikeout and then that fly out to Willis out in right field, it's now all of a sudden 2 outs still with Colon on second, Hogue on first, and Jackson at the plate trying to maybe get someone home as Colon continues to dance on second. That first ball is in there for a ball. It was outside.
Favorable matchup here for our pitcher, Schiff, lefty on lefty.
Oh, very true. Schiff is a lefty. I forgot to mention that. That ball is in there also for a ball. It looked like it couldn't get the outside line. 2-0 the count now with 2 outs. Still runners on first and second. As you can see, Colon out there on the screen there, and he's continuing to dance around at second. And that one, big swing and a miss there by Jackson.
Looked like a slider down and away.
Yeah, it looked like it got the dirt. 2-1 the count with 2 outs. Schiff would love to get out of trouble here after having a big jam here early in the first. That one hit foul, 2-2. Jackson he has hit 300 as well. After 10 at bats, 3 runs, 3 hits, and a double to show for it. And then he got hit once, 2 strikeouts and a balls. But this top half of the Royals lineup is just so bad heavy. Colon's running, and that one is hit foul. Both Colon and Hogue both try to go for the steal, but it was hit foul. So we reset 2-2, still the count with 2 outs. Hogue returns to first, and Colon will be returning to second.
And as I mentioned earlier, that would have tripled Winchester's stolen base count, as they only had 1 on the year if they were successful.
Colon and Hogue. Both Hogue has a huge lead over there at first right now as Schiff deals a strikeout to get out of the inning. A big-time strikeout there by Schiff to get out of trouble. Got him swinging 2 strikeouts to end the inning, and we will remain like that. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back as we get ready for the bottom of the first here. A bit on the pitcher today, Ethan Griffith. He has played 1 game so far. He had 3 innings pitched. He gave up 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. As that was it. Ethan is originally from Wright State Lake College. He's a sophomore from Fort Pierce, Florida. What a jam that was, though, for the Cardinals there in the first inning. Getting out of it, Schiff did an amazing job just getting out of trouble. That could have gotten really ugly there for Front Royal, Anthony. Don't you agree?
That could first and second, nobody out. Arguably the best hitter on the Royals. And then Schiff is able to escape with no further damage.
Yeah. As we get ready now for the bottom of the first, Blaze O'Saban is up. Blaze from George Gwinnett College making his first start as a Cardinal. And that first one bobbled by the third baseman. The throw is in time. That was bobbled by Cade Hamilton over at third, but still able to get Blaze O'Saban out. 1 pitch, 1 out very quickly.
From Western Kentucky University.
So now Eli Burwash is up. He is from Western Kentucky University, a sophomore from Bowling Green, Kentucky. He's playing at shortstop tonight. Eli does not want to follow what Blaze just did. Blaze bit on the first pitch he saw as a Cardinal, and it ended up being an out. Eli will take a strike right there, 0-1. Eli this season has batted .294. He's played 4 games. He's played in every game so far. 17 at-bats, 3 runs, 5 hits. Got a double, 2 RBIs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. That pitch is in there for another strike. 0-2 with 1 away. No one on right now. As Ethan Griffith is looking to settle in. Griffith is looking to really just settle in. That pitch is in for a ball. So this could very well become a major pitching duel between Griffith and Schiff. If Schiff can settle in, that was a rough start to the first, but got under control. Griffith throws that one outside for a ball, 2-2. Was still with 1 away.
It's always worth noting the shallow dimensions here at Bing Crosby Stadium. 309 down the left and right field lines, 349 to dead center.
And that's why, that one was hit foul. And that's why we put the bullseye that was just mentioned for one of our fans. Basically, if one of our front row Cardinals hits this bullseye right here, if they hit it or they send a home run over it, then whoever is selected will get to win free axe throwing. So
very doable. It's
very doable, but it is far away. That third strike bobbled and able to get there in time for the strikeout. Burwash down 2 away very quickly as the first baseman, Drew Camp, is going to make his way up. Camp from Longwood University, a senior out of South Chesterfield, Virginia.
Drew Camp.
Camp has a 2.14 batting average with 14 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 4 RBIs. So another dangerous bat that could definitely do some damage here. Camp almost hit way inside, had to almost jump out of the way. 1-0 with 2 outs, still no one on base. Cardinals would love to get their first base runner. So they've had great pitching, but their bats have been kind of hit or miss. Last night they struggled to find the bats as that ball's in for a strike. They couldn't really get anything going against the Turks, but they had it all rolling against the Rebels for they got 13 hits, had it rolling against Culpeper, but then couldn't find anything against Percival. So they've been kind of off and on with their batting. That one hit down the right field line and foul. 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, no one on as Drew Camp is up. The first baseman, the senior from Longwood University. So this could become either a pitching duel or it could become a big hitting game for both sides. So big bats on the Winchester, it could be some big bats on Front Royal. Consistency's been kind of the problem for Front Royal on the bats. So
right.
As that ball is in the dirt, 2-2 now with 2 outs. In the on-deck circle right now is cleanup is Brantley Willis out of Chipola College. The pitch to Camp, and he fouled that one off, and he'll stay alive. And that one looked like a kind of piece of the catcher, actually. So he goes down to his bottom. But he looks okay. Yeah, he's able to get up okay, just a bit shaken up.
Umpire giving him a moment.
Yep. That's the catcher, Jeb Despard, who in the first inning, he was the one who started he had a big chance there with no outs in the top of the first to try and get something to happen. He then struck out looking, and then he just took what looked like maybe the clip of the bat just hit him. I couldn't get a good look. Probably hit his knee or something. Griffith has the signals on the 2-2 count.
Fouled it.
No, they fouled it. I thought Camp struck out, but he was able to get a piece of it and stay alive. Count remains at 2-2, still with 2 outs. No runners on right now.
From the booth, we have a great angle of Griffith's breaking ball. You can see it sharply turn 30, 40 feet to the plate.
And there's the strikeout. Camp goes down swinging back-to-back strikeouts there for Griffith. A 1-2-3 inning for Griffith as well. Due up for the Royals in the top of the second is Cox, Flores, and Baez. We will be right back. All right, back here for the top of the second. Up to bat is Tyler Cox, the center fielder. So first pitch from Schiff is in there for a ball. I thought it got in there, but it did not. Just a bit too high.
14,
Cox from Eckerd College, a senior originally from Winfield, West Virginia. That one is skied into foul territory on the left field side. There is Mason Mosley, and he got it. Mosley able to track that one down in foul territory and make the grab for the first out. Now coming up is going to be Ryan Flores. He's a designated hitter tonight.
College North, the designated hitter, number 1, Ryan Flores.
Flores is from San Juancito College North. He's a sophomore, originally from Baytown, Texas. So definitely far away. He went from Texas, and now he's all the way out here in the mountains of Virginia, the beautiful mountains. And that ball is also a ball. 1-0 the count now with one away. No runners on right now.
And that was well done by Mosley. It's going to be a tough sky to work with the lights on and the gray clouds to pick up the ball tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it hard to read when the ball, bright white light shining down, that ball is also in for a ball, 2-0. And then you have the gray skies, so the ball could just easily blend in. Would it be easier to find the ball, though, in, like, more cloudy skies, like when it's more clear and, like, sunny, though? Because, like, you can lose it in the sun as well.
Right, yeah.
So it's really like a pro and con situation. That's a chopper over to the second baseman, Steven Stevens, over to Camp in plenty of time for the second out.
Yeah, I always thought ideal was blue skies, no sun in your face, or sun in your eyes, or nighttime, balls hit straight into the sky, and that's really the only thing you're seeing as long as there's no lights getting in the way.
Yep. Yeah, we try to position. I didn't put up the lights. The lights have been up longer than I've been alive as Danny Baez comes up to bat as the second baseman. But I don't think these lights really blind them, especially when like the sun goes down. Like cloud cover, like definitely helps like keeping the sun out of your eyes. That pitch is in for a strike. Baez from Indian River State College, a sophomore originally from Oviedo, Florida. Another guy that's made the long trek up here to the Shenandoah Valley to play baseball this summer. 0-1 the count from Schiff, and that ball is in for a ball. He couldn't get the inside line. 1-1 with two outs. No runners on right now. Schiff definitely looking to get an easy 1-2-3 inning. The pitch could not be grabbed there by Mercado, as it's now going to go to 2-1.
Schiff working from the stretch with no one on.
Yeah, he could have been. He might be feeling a bit of that rough first inning, as he had a rough start, but then has settled down. And that one is way outside. 3-1 the count now. Flores has a .286 batting average with 7 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, and he's gotten walked once. Looking to try and get that batting average back up with a 3-1 count. The pitch from Schiff outside. No! I thought that looked like a ball, and the umpire says strike, so a full count with 2 away. Big pitch here for Schiff to try and get out of this inning and get the bats back to the plate. Schiff pitches. Swing and a miss by Baez. Throws it to first just in case, but the umpire says he is out. Another strikeout, third on the day by Schiff. And the Royals go down 1-2-3. Due up for the Cardinals will be Willis, Capozzi, and Anderson when we return for the bottom of the second. The Front Royal Cardinals are sponsored by CNC Frozen Treats, Green to Ground, Wines Bookkeeping and Wines Family, Brody Michael Foundation, State Farm, Metasio Foundation, and the All-Star Legacy Cheer. as we get set here for the bottom of the second. Due up for the Cardinals, like I just said, is going to be Brantley Willis, who is the right fielder, Nick Capozzi, who plays left field, and then Jaden Anderson, who is our designated hitter for tonight. Anderson, he has been the guy for the Cardinals that has been on a roll, batting .667, has hit 2 home runs, so he has been just on fire as of late, but we will get to him in just a second. Up right now is Brantley Willis. As Willis is making his Valley League debut here tonight as he's playing right field.
Only 1 hit through 1.5 innings of baseball tonight, just the leadoff infield single.
Yeah, and that one was really close as well. That's all we've had. It's the first pitch from Griffith, and the second is in for a strike at the bottom corner. The Cardinals do not want to go down 1-2-3 again as the count's 1-1. That next one, big swing and a miss there by Willis. Willis originally from Chipola College. He's a sophomore. He's originally from Marina, Florida. So a lot of guys made big treks up here. Wow. We have guys from like New York, Georgia, Florida, Texas. That's a chopper over the third baseman. Hamilton throw to first is in time. Ballinger able to get that one. And Willis goes down very quickly. 1 away now. As it will be Nick Capozzi coming up to bat. Capozzi from Gardner-Webb University, a junior, originally from Columbus, North Carolina. I believe this is also Capozzi's first start as well. It is Capozzi's first time, so another Valley League debut tonight for Nick Capozzi.
First at bat right here.
Yep. That was the first at bat for Brantley Willis that he just did. That ball is down low for a ball. 1-0 with 1 away and nobody currently on. Nick Capozzi, the left fielder, number 20 at the plate right now. Still score at 0-0 in the bottom of the second. The pitch from Griffith is way outside. Try to get to see if Capozzi would bite on the breaking ball, and he did not. 2-0 now. A lot of breaking balls that no one's really biting on so far. As Capozzi gets set, Griffith definitely looking to get another easy 1-2-3 inning. A line drive over to the second baseman. Baez throws it over to the first baseman, Ballinger, in plenty of time for the second out. Cardinals have really not been able to get it out of the infield yet. They've had a lot of ground outs and some strikeouts, but here comes trouble. Jaden Anderson. Anderson, like I mentioned, a .667 batting average, 9 at-bats, 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 homers. We saw one of them against Newmarket, 3 RBIs. So he is a guy that has just come out red hot playing us in. You can hear the crowd going crazy right now. They are so happy to see Anderson in.
And the bat boy running across the field. He's in the dugout now.
Bat boy delay. First pitch to Anderson is in there for a ball. As Despard was trying to frame it. It looked like a strike to me. I would have called a strike, but looks like it was a bit outside. 1-0 the count with 2 outs. Anderson got things going for the Cardinals in their last home game. Can he do it again? That ball in the dirt, 2-0. Griffith so far has been pitching great. 2 strikeouts, 3 groundouts. Looking to keep them all off the plate. Keep this no-hitter going in the second. Don't jinx. I probably just jinxed it, but it's fine. The announcer jinx is real, but also I'm in denial that it's real. And that one almost hit Anderson.
And you know, Ben, this back-to-back 2-0 counts for Griffith through 2 1-0 breaking balls. And maybe in high school they would go back to a fastball, but you never know at this level. Go right back to the breaking ball.
Griffith's got to throw a fastball there, but it misses the plate. A 4-0 walk to Anderson. First walk of the day. And now up will come Mason Mosley, the third baseman from UNC Greensboro. Mosley has a .333 batting average. He played last night. He has 3 at-bats, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout to show for it, looking to get some momentum going. Like I mentioned, he's from UNC Greensboro, a sophomore from Valdez, North Carolina. That one inside for a quick ball. With now Anderson, he's over at first base. You can see him over there in the corner. I know he's kind of hard to see, but he's the guy in red with the red helmet who's kind of dancing around. That's the Cardinal. As Mosley's up to try and get some momentum going. That one upstairs for a ball. Griffith's been throwing a lot of balls lately. Not good. As now we're going to have a chat from their pitching coach.
Yeah, that's
as we're going to have a meeting
2-0 counts.
Yeah, and that's not good. As He's kind of losing his control here in the second inning. Not what you want to see from your pitcher. As the Royals are going to have a meeting at the mound really fast. It's a guy who just went out there to go talk to him. That's pitching coach Scott Jenkins. He's originally from Abilene, Texas. He played for TCU and Abilene Christian. He actually got drafted by the Kansas City Royals. He's been with the Millbrook High School program since 2014. He's involved with the Richmond Braves. So as he tries to talk down Ethan Griffith, as he will stay out there, just try and calm him back down, get him under control, and just try and make sure that he's okay. Just get him through the end of this inning.
That's who I'd want talking to me if I was in this situation on the mound.
Absolutely. 2-0 count right now for Mason Mosley. Jaden Anderson on first base. With 2 outs, a 2-0 count. The pitch to Mosley in the way inside as Anderson had a huge lead. Despard tried to almost pick him off as it's now 3-0. So maybe that talk didn't work out so well. As he throws another ball and is behind again, 3-0. You have to throw a fastball here if you're Griffith. Fastball.
Oh, that was threw the breaking ball.
He threw a breaking ball. That surprised me. I thought he was going to try and just get one in there for a strike. 3-1, though. If it works, it works. 3-1 with 2 outs. As Anderson takes his lead again. That pitch is inside for another walk.
How about that by Griffith? A 3-0 and 3-1 breaking ball.
Not the start that you want, as Anderson will take the walk over to second. Mosley heads to first, and now coming up is going to be Daniel Stevens. Stevens from Longwood University, a junior, originally from Raleigh, North Carolina. Stevens so far this season has batted .273 at 11 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits, and a walk to show for it so far. As tonight, Stevens is playing at second base. Big spot here for Stevens to make something happen. That first pitch got the outside line in for a strike, 0-1.
It's worth noting Anderson's walk. He now has a .750 on base percentage in his 5th game.
Anderson, this start for Anderson has been insane. He's been by far the Cardinals' biggest bat, and he's at the 6th spot as that ball is in for a strike as well. Stevens quickly behind 0-2. It's like that bat later in the lineup that you don't expect to be big, and then all of a sudden he's just crushing balls left and right.
Right.
0-2 the count with 2 outs to Daniel Stevens. Stevens wants to try and he could definitely if he gets a ball into the outfield, then he can definitely bring Anderson home. That ball in the dirt, 1-2.
Good take.
And it's worth mentioning, both these base runners, Anderson and Mosley, both were walked. The Cardinals have yet to actually get a hit yet. So if you want to be technical, the no-hitter is still alive for Griffith. And he pitches, and that's a chopper down to the third baseman. The throw to first in there in time, and that will end the inning. Hamilton was able to field that one and get it across in time. Cardinals could not get anyone home as the score remains 0-0. Due up for the Royals will be Hamilton, Cologne, and Hogue. We will be right back. All right, due up here in the top of third is going to be, first will be Cade Hamilton. He has yet to bat today. And he plays at, he's the third baseman today. Anthony, do you want to give a little bit about Cade?
Okay, let me pull him up.
Now batting for the Royals in the top half of the third. From Florence, Darlington Tech, the third baseman, number 10, Cade Hamilton.
Hamilton. Yeah, he's 1 for 4. Small sample size. 1 walk and a strikeout.
All right, so a solid Hamilton looking to just try and get things going. That first pitch is in for a ball. The shift begins his 3rd inning of work tonight. After Hamilton, it's back to the start of the order. Hamilton originally from Florence Darlington Tech College. He's a sophomore, originally from Lexington, Ohio. That pitch is in for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I quickly just want to jump in, Ben. That 3-0 Griffith curveball that was in there for a strike, if I'm a scout, I'm watching that and saying, wow, he's got confidence to be able to throw that in there for a strike in that situation.
Yeah, I was surprised that he threw that curveball in there. We do have scouts that will appear. They'll come out to the stadium here at Bing Crosby and all other Valley League games, excuse me. And I don't know if there's any scouts in the tonight, but Griffith, he had great control. So has Schiff so far. It's been a great pitching duel. 1-2 the count right now. As Schiff deals, ball upstairs, no strike call, 2-2. With no outs and no one on base. Coming up after Hamilton is going to be J.C. Cologne. He has the lone hit of the game so far as he got a single. That chopper to third that they couldn't get in time. As there's a 2-2 count right now to Hamilton. He's up, and then after Cologne is Hogue. That one sent into center field and grabbed by Blaze O'Sabin for the easy out. 1 away. O'Sabin out in center field tonight.
Second time now through the lineup Schiff is about to face.
Yep. This is when the batters might get a little more familiar with how Schiff is pitching to them. But so far, after Cologne and Hogue, Schiff has been pitching lights out. As Schiff faced off against Cologne for the 2nd time, and that first pitch against him was in for a ball. He allowed the single for Cologne and then walked Hogue, and then since then he's gotten 3 strikeouts and then just like big combination of flyouts and groundouts. So he's been pitching very deadly lately as it's 1-0. That one sent into right field foul territory. Camp trying to track it down. Camp's got it. Almost went out of foul territory, but he got it. And there's the second out right there.
And as you could hear, Ben announced the call. The camera couldn't quite see that point on the field, but it was 100% a confirmed out.
As now Josh Hogue comes back up to the plate. Hogue was able to get walked this time, so he's 0 for 0 so far tonight. Would love to get back on base. Schiff just wants to get through another 1-2-3 inning as that ball is in for a strike. Good breaking ball. Looked like a slider there by Schiff.
And when you're a hitter and you see a first pitch breaking ball in there for a strike, you have no idea what's coming next.
That pitch by Schiff is rocketed into right center field. And Willis is able to grab that one at the wall. Assuming that's O'Sabin, not Willis. O'Sabin grabs that one at the wall to end the inning with another 1-2-3.
Almost hit the bullseye.
He did, but that wouldn't have counted since it was a Royal. So, end of the top of the third, still remains 0-0. Due up will be Mercado, O'Sabin, and Burwash as the Cardinals look to get something going in the bottom of the third. We will be right back. All right, bottom of the third, coming up to bat. And his first at bat tonight is going to be Brock Mercado.
Catcher number 18, Brock Mercado.
Mercado, excuse me, not Mercado. I think this is actually also his first at bat of the season as well. I might be wrong. No, it is his first at bat.
Squared to bunt there.
Trying to bunt. I didn't see whether it was called ball strike. It was called a ball.
In the dirt.
Mercado, the catcher, and originally from UNC Asheville. He is a sophomore from Ocean View, New Jersey. And that one almost hit his knee, 2-0.
And Ben, I think that Hogue fly ball to end the top of the third was probably the best struck ball so far in this game. A lot of weak contact.
Yeah, that one it went almost to the track. It hit. Saban was able to catch it at the warning tracks. That one was way out there. 3-0 now. Griffith starting to lose control a bit. Another 3-0 count. Not a good start for him here in the bottom of the third. And that ball is in for a strike. Barely got that lower corner.
Cardinals mascot walking by.
There's our good old friend Wild Card, our mascot. As that pitch is in the dirt. And Mercado will take the walk over to first to start the bottom of the third. Still actually no hits by the Cardinals. It's all been walks, which is crazy. And now Blaze O'Saban is coming up.
I forgot to mention this before, but Blaze is a perfect leadoff hitter's name.
He is a great guy to be leading off. Like I mentioned earlier, he was hitting over about 400 at George Gwinnett College, so a great guy to be leading off. If he can get his bat going here, then that would be huge for us. They're going to try to pick off at first after the pitch to O'Saban, which was a ball, and they don't get Mercado. It will remain 1-0. Mercado definitely jumping, taking a nice lead off of first base. 1-0 to O'Saban with no outs, and Mercado on first. That ball got the inside line, 1-1.
Really not afraid to throw that breaking ball down in the count.
Yeah, especially when he's thrown a lot when he's been down like 3-0, 3-1, and just try and get it in there. And none of the guys are swinging on that 3-0 count. That ball is outside just barely for a ball, 2-1. O'Saban in his first at-bat grounded out to the third baseman. On the on-deck circle right now is going to be our shortstop, Eli Burwash. As O'Saban awaits the pitch, that one's in the dirt. There goes Mercado trying to get to second. He will get there in time. Stolen base for Brock Mercado. He gets to second. And now O'Saban will have a runner at second in scoring position with a 3-1 count and still nobody away.
I'd imagine that'll be a wild pitch as the runner was not going before it was thrown.
I don't know if you could. I probably would go down to a wild pitch because you went because the pitch got away.
Right.
Yeah, it is probably right. But still, a stolen base nonetheless. And that one is raked foul down the right field line as we go to a full count. Big pitch here for Ethan Griffith.
What is this? Only the second full count of the?
This is like the second or third. But to clarify, that glass was not actual broken glass. Griffith needs to get out of this jam here, and that is a chopper that goes foul down the left field line. So Saban will stay right here with a full count, 3-2. Mercado stays at second. Griffith was losing control at the end of the second. So far has been really struggling here in the third. Walked Mercado and struggling here to get O'Saban down. Full count. The pitch. Hit to the shortstop, and he bobbled it. And O'Saban is safe. Mercado to third. Both we'll have runners on the corners now. First hit of the game there for the Cardinals. O'Saban gets to first. And just like that, we have runners on the corners with no outs. And here comes Eli Burwash. Burwash has a .294 batting average, 17 at-bats. He's played in every game. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 double, actually, 2 RBIs, a walk, and then 3 strikeouts. As the catcher and the pitcher, Despard and Griffith, just had a quick meeting just trying to settle him down. Again, runners on the corners right now. They have Mercado on third, O'Saban at first, and Burwash with a big spot here right after Burwash, they have Camp and Willis both coming up. Camp in the on-deck circle right now. Willis right after him. Burwash in his first at-bat, he struck out swinging, looking to get some redemption as Griffith. He's been kind of all over the place right now. First ball in the dirt. Here comes Mercado, and he will score. Sabin to second. And just like that, the Cardinals take the lead.
That may be off of no hits.
We've had one hit so far. Or would that go down as an error on the shortstop?
That's the question that I'm thinking right now.
I'm logging it as a single, but that could have very well been an error on the shortstop, J.C. Cologne, for bobbling the ball. So either one hit or 0 hits, and the Cardinals lead 1-0. And that's a ball upstairs, 2-0.
Yeah, but it was on his backhand, and we don't have instant replay here, so it would have been hard to tell if he fielded that cleanly, if he had a chance at first. But I'd like to imagine that would be a home field hit.
I'm going with it was a hit. So 3-0 count now for Burwash as Sabin has made his way to second. He has the only hit for the Cardinals today. 1-0. Griffith just kind of all over the place. Another 3-0 count.
Two wild pitches.
Yeah, he's feeling the pressure. He's feeling the pressure, I feel like, right now. I talked about, could they feel that pressure of first game in the season as that pitch is in for a strike. And Schiff felt it early but settled down. Then Griffith looked good early, but then he's kind of been falling apart. 3-1 now with no outs. Again, Sabin at second. That one, a line drive over to the shortstop. The throw to first is in there. Burwash goes down for the second time tonight.
Yeah, the Cardinals just having trouble barreling up balls, but they have been patient, and that's led to this lone run in the ball game.
They are waiting for the right pitch, but unfortunately when they do swing the ball, they just aren't being able to make the right contact. They really have not gotten really any balls. I don't think they've really gotten any balls really outside the outfield. Outside of the infield. So you got to imagine the outfielders are kind of bored. They haven't really done much. One away. Sabin's still at second. As here comes Drew Camp, the first baseman. He also struck out in his first time up as that ball is in for a ball, 1-0. Still with one out. Sabin at second. Griffith would already given up 1 run. Does not want to allow Sabin home. But a hit here from Camp would be huge. Could really open this game up. The pitch, big swing and a miss there by Camp. He wants that one back. 1-1.
Yeah, and if either team decides to warm up someone in the bullpen, we can't really see what's going on down the out of territory third and first base lines.
Yeah, we're blocked on both lines, just kind of by the clubhouses, so we can't see the dugout side. Well, runner going to third. That's Sabin. He is in there in plenty of time. Sabin safe at third, stole that base. Second stolen base of the game by the Cardinals. Mercado got second, and now Sabin has third. 2-1 count on Drew Camp with one out, and now another run 90 feet away as looks like third base got a bit dislodged by accident by Sabin sliding in so hard. But
a fly ball can give the Cardinals a second run. That's
true, but like I mentioned, we've been struggling to just get it out of the outfield. Nothing really has left the infield yet. The pitch outside, way out there. Despard had to really reach for that one. 3-1 again. I feel like I've been saying that a lot on Griffith. 3-0, 3-1. Like, it's just repetitive over and over.
Lots of 3-ball counts for Griffith.
Yeah, not good. This might be his last inning. We'll have to see. That one, a chopper over to the shortstop. The throw to first is in there in time, but a run will score. Sabin makes it in there in time. Camp is out at first, though, and now it is 2-0 Cardinals.
And that's great fundamental baseball by Front Royal right there. Scored a couple runs off of, at most, one hit.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they have had one hit by Blaze Sabin. Other than that, it's been 3 walks, and that's all the base runners they've had. And they lead 2-0, so just taking great advantage of their base runners so far. As now up to bat is Brantley Willis. The right fielder, as that first ball is in for a strike. Willis grounded out to the third baseman his last time up. Looking to do a bit better here in his VBL debut with 2 outs. Now no runners on. That pitch is in for a ball as he checked his swing. Again, coming from you from Bing Crosby Stadium here in Front Royal, Virginia. The Cardinals lead 2-0 as the pitch is inside, and he got the corner. I didn't think he got it, but the umpire says he did. 1-2 the count with 2 outs.
Yeah, it looks like it's not quite 12-6 action with that curve, but more like a slurve.
Griffith, the payoff pitch. Big swing and a miss by Willis to end the inning, but the damage was done. Mercado walks and then later scores, and O'Sabin single is then later able to find his way home as the Cardinals lead it 2-0 heading into the top of the fourth. Despard, Bellinger, and Jackson are all due up. We will be right back. All right, top of the fourth. Coming up to bat is going to be Jeb Despard, the catcher. Last time he was up, he struck out looking. That was the first strikeout by Schiff. What a bottom of the third there if you're the Cardinals. Got one hit, one walk, and got both runners in. Left no one out there. Schiff's first pitch is in there for a ball. I mean, that's almost like fundamental baseball. You get base runners, and you just found a way to make sacrifices and just get all the guys home in time. 1-0 the count by Schiff, who's out for his fourth inning of work. That ball in the dirt as well. 2-0. Breaking ball missed, it looked like by a bit.
Yeah, and even though the Cardinals haven't really quite found a groove tonight with the bats, Ben, they've been patient. They've been not striking out. They've been making contact. And through that, they've allowed, the bobble by the shortstop and some wild pitches to allow them to score those 2 runs.
And they've also been moving Griffith's pitch count up very high. As that one is sent into foul territory behind first base, and Brock Mercado is able to get there for the first out. Another out in foul territory. The Royals continue just to sky them up really high. As now we're going to get Chandler Bellinger. He flew out to the right fielder Brantley Willis last time. Ballinger from Alderson Broadus University, a senior from Boyce, Virginia. I did forget. Boyce is like kind of close to Winchester. He has a 400 batting average so far, 15 at-bats, 3 runs. The pitch from Schiff is fouled off. 6 hits, 1 double, a triple actually, and an RBI.
Schiff so far through the second time through the lineup looking good.
After that hit by Colon and the walk by Hogue, Schiff has not given anything up. The pitch outside, 1-1 the count with 1 away. Taking a look around the rest of the Valley League as this top of the fourth continues. Right now, the Cannons are beating the Cavaliers in the top of the fourth, 2-0. The Covington Lumberjacks and the Waynesboro Generals are tied at 2 in the bottom of the fourth as the pitch by Schiff is also fouled off for a 1-2. The Stanton Braves are behind the Charlottesville Tom Sox 4-1 right now in the top of the fourth. The Woodstock River Bandits lead the Strasburg Express 5-1 in the top of the third. And the Harrisburg Turks are behind the Newmarket Rebels early, 1-0 in the bottom of the first. 1-2 the count here in Front Royal with 1 out. Ballinger up to bat, and he sends that one a little blooper into left field and easily grabbed by the shortstop, Eli Burwash. A quick second out. I thought, honestly, that one looked like it was going to fall as it looked like it was going to go over the shortstop's head from my angle. But Burwash, great awareness, just able to get back there in time at a better angle than Capozzi is. Now Cam Jackson comes up. He's the right fielder. He struck out his last time up. Jackson is originally from North Carolina A&T, a junior from Greensville, North Carolina. The pitch from Schiff is in the dirt. Jackson, I believe this might also be, this is his, no it is not. He has played, I thought this was his debut for a second. He has a 300 batting average after 3 games, 10 at-bats, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 double, an RBI, and a walk. Second pitch is in there for a strike. It is 1-1 with 2 outs.
Is that, almost 12 straight retired by Schiff?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If
Oh,
he has 11
I
straight so
jinxed
far,
it.
and he just hit the batter. Jackson got hit. You 100% just jinxed it.
Hit in that elbow pad.
Yeah, so now Jackson will take the walk over to first after being hit by that pitch. And now Tyler Cox will come up. He is the center fielder, and he flew out to the third baseman last time on a foul. Cox from Eckerd College. So far, he has a 385 batting average going. He's 5 for 13 with 1 run and 2 RBIs. First pitch way outside, 1-0. This is the first time since really the first inning that Schiff's really felt any pressure, and it's only a runner on first, really.
Right. I just picked up on this, too. That's 3 straight left-handed batters in the middle of the lineup for Winchester.
Oh, really? So that's a big left-handed run, as that one is a chopper over the second baseman, Stevens, who gets it to Camp in plenty of time to end the top of the fourth. So outside of that hit batter in Jackson, Schiff continues to deal and make it look easy. So the Cardinals retire another set of Royals in the top of the fourth. Due up in the bottom of the fourth is Capozzi, Anderson, and Mosley. We'll be right back for the bottom of the fourth inning and the chicken dance, apparently. If I was in the stands, I'd be having so much fun doing the chicken dance right now. But the Front Royal Cardinals are sponsored by Shenandoah Axor & Company, Honey and Hoops, Lost Caverns, Card My Yard, National Media, Sheriff Mark Butler, On Cue, Arena Sports, Edward Jones, United Methodist Church, Rotary Club Front Royal, and Rotary Club Warren County.
In the bottom half of the fourth, number 20, Nick Capozzi.
Here comes Nick Capozzi from Gardner-Webb University. First pitch is in there for a strike. As Ethan Griffith is back out for his fourth inning of work. Kind of surprising to me after how much he struggled there in the bottom of the third, but he's back out. Capozzi grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. So that ball is in there for a ball. It'll be 1-1, excuse me.
Yeah, and even though he is throwing a lot of pitches, he has for the most part silenced the Cardinals' bats except for a few walks here and there.
Yeah, but he keeps on getting stuck in big counts. That ball is down the left field line and foul. He has kept them very quiet with only 1 hit to show so far, but he's still behind 2-0 after that bottom of the third that just went extremely sideways. That one is hit up in right field and foul as well. 1-2 the count, so with no outs. After Capozzi, it's going to be Jaden Anderson, the big bat that Anthony was talking about at the start of the game, that has just been so dangerous for the Cardinals and just hit crushing balls lately. And Capozzi hits that one above the second baseman, but he was able to get it. Danny Baez on that one. And Capozzi goes down for the second time tonight. And now trouble lurks on Griffith as it is Jaden Anderson, one of our guys to watch out of Front Royal.
Anderson.
Anderson got walked his last time up, got to second, but then was stranded there as that first pitch is in for a ball.
Ben, can you tell our listeners how many teams qualify for the playoffs in the Valley League?
So the way that the playoffs work here in the Valley League, because that one is upstairs for a ball, is that there's the 2 divisions, the North and the South. 4 teams qualify out of each division, the top 4 obviously. So Then the 1 would play the 4, the 2 plays the 3 in each division in a 3-game series. The 2 winners would move on to the Divisional Championship Series, which is another 3-game series. The 2 winners of those will then play in the VBL Championship, which is a 5-game series. The playoffs will start July 24th. Currently, right now, the Cardinals are in the playoffs, but we still have very much a long way to go. That ball almost hit Anderson way inside 3-0. Right now, we're only 4 games in, but the season ended right now. Out of the north, Strasburg would play Front Royal, and Percival would play Woodstock. In the south, Harrisonburg would play Covington, and Waynesboro would play Charlottesville. But like I said, a very much long way to go. That ball in for a strike as it's 3-1 now. Anything can happen. I mean, we have about a 42-game season, I believe. Anything can happen over the course of this year. We have a lot of baseball to go.
And of course, in the middle of all that, we are hosting the All-Star Game right here at Bing Crosby.
Yes, we are. On June 25th, we'll be hosting the All-Star Game, where the best talent of all across the valley will be coming out to showcase their skills, do a home run derby, and play an amazing All-Star Game. First pitch for that is, I believe, at 7 p.m. as Jaden Anderson takes the walk over to first base. The 4th walk given up by Ethan Griffith tonight, as now it is Mason Mosley coming up as he got walked as well in his first at-bat, as that ball is inside for a ball. Anderson walked for the second time, and another base runner. 1-0 the count to Mosley with Anderson on first and 1 out. Griffith has really been struggling tonight. He's been getting himself in a lot of deep counts. That ball way outside. 2-0.
And are there 12 teams in the entire league or more?
There are 12. There used to be 11, but the new expansion team in Culpeper has made it now 12.
I see.
2-0 the count to Mosley. Anderson dancing around at first as that ball is upstairs for a ball, and it will be 3-0. So tonight we are honoring all of our veterans and those that currently serve for our military, and all of our heroes like our firefighters and police officers. This Saturday, June 10th, as that pitch is inside for a 4-ball walk, Mosley will take the walk to first. We are actually hosting another big promotional event. We're hosting Little League Day, where any kid, that emphasis on kid, I don't want any adults showing up in their Little League jerseys, is able to get into the game for free as long as they come in their Little League jersey. As now looks like we're going to be making a change at the mound. Looks like Griffith's night might be done, as Daniel Stevens will be batting next. As the manager of the Royals is making his way out. Mike Smith, as Griffith is done for the night.
And you could clearly see that Griffith has potential. He's got to get a grip on his command.
Yeah, absolutely. But he gave up a lot of walks. So we're going to be right back. And when we return, we'll have more information on the new pitcher and Daniel Stevens up to bat. All right, now in to pitch for the Winchester Royals is going to be Reed Boyer. Reed is from Stephen F. Austin State University, a sophomore from, oh God, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Nacogdoches, Texas. I'm going to go with it, Nacogdoches, Texas. I probably mispronounced it. I apologize. This is his 3rd game so far this season. He's had 1 inning pitch so far, 1 hit, no runs given up yet, a walk, a strikeout, a save actually, but he has given up a double. No runs scored yet as he comes on into a kind of a tight situation right now. Daniel Stevens up to bat with Jaden Anderson over at second and Mason Mosley at first, both giving up on walks. Oh, and that ball way inside on Daniel Stevens. Last time he was up, he grounded out to third. The final stats on Ethan Griffith for tonight. He went 3 1/3 innings, gave up 1 hit on 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 runs, And his night is over. Really had a lot of trouble in this third and fourth with his command, getting into a lot of deep counts, give up a lot of walks. And that pitch looked like it hit him. It did. Stevens will take the trot over to first after that hit pitch, and all the runners advance to now load the bases for Brock Mercado.
It looks like he's still going to be a batter here. The umpire either calling a foul or must have been what he called.
They didn't. Oh, I thought it hit him. My apologies.
Yep. There's a strike on the scoreboard. So
they called a strike.
Ball.
My bad. So it must have hit off like the barrel of his bat. I thought it hit him. 1-1 now. The pitch inside again, but they call strike.
You know, I think I have to agree with the umpire on this one because usually if the batter's getting hit by a pitch, he's not going to be reacting so joyfully.
It looked like it hit off like his elbow or something. That one was coming out of our faces.
That made me flinch.
That definitely made me flinch. Thank God for the net.
You know, he does have that elbow guard, but
Yeah,
he didn't make quite a big a fuss after he was called back to the box.
I thought it looked like it hit him. Like it definitely did look like it hit like that elbow guard from my angle, but umpire says it didn't hit him. And that one is hit down the left field line and fair. And Hogue electing it. Anderson will score. Mosley makes his way to third. Stevens with the double to second. Anderson will score from second. And just like that, it is now a 3-0 game for the Front Royal Cardinals. Now will be Brock Mercado with Daniel Stevens on second and Mason Mosley over at third.
You think Stevens is happy about being called back to the batter's box?
After that, I would definitely be happy. I would prefer a double over a hit by pitch. Mercado will take that ball right away. 1-0. I mean, I don't think he's complaining at all. I don't think anyone in the stadium except for the Winchester fans are complaining. 2-0. So far, Bauer kind of all over the place. Not the best start, giving up that double. And that one is also upstairs, 3-0. Oh, we were saying a lot on Griffith, and now we might be saying it a lot on Bauer. Another very bad count here for Bauer. It's 3-0. That one, fastball in there for a strike.
It's a prime chance for Front Royal right here to add some insurance.
Absolutely. They got the third run in with Anderson right there. And Mercado fouls that one back now to a full count at 3-2. Again, we have Stevens over at second right now. Mosley's at third, 90 feet away to make it 4-0. And he hit it really into the outfield, even if it's a fly out. Pretty much Mosley could score from there. That one is sent into center field. Cox is there, and Mosley will tag up. Here comes Mosley. The throw in, cut off, but no. Way offline. And it looked like for a second there that Stevens was going to try and tag up and make his way to third, but he could not do it. And just like that, it's 4-0. It's now 4-0 here in the bottom of the fourth in favor of Front Royal with 2 outs now as Mercado flew out to the center fielder Tyler Cox. And Stevens is getting ready.
That's a really valuable sac fly right there to tack on that fourth run.
Absolutely. Front Royal's been able to double their lead here in the bottom of the fourth. And now back to the top of the order for the third time is Blaze O'Sabin back up. First pitch to O'Sabin is in the dirt. Stevens moving around a lot. He might be looking to try and get to third quickly as that ball is going to be in for a ball. And it'll be 1-0. O'Sabin was able to get the first last time and then later scored. He got the first hit of the game here for the Cardinals. That pitch is inside, called strike. A bit here on Blaze. He is originally from Warrenton, Virginia. Went to Fauquier High School. This season, he had a 4.13 batting average off of 150 at bats. He got 50 runs, 62 hits, and 2 home runs. That one is in for a ball. It'll be 2-1. Before he was at George Gwinnett, he's kind of moved around a lot. He started at UMBC as a freshman, and then he went to Gordon State College, and now is at George Gwinnett College. He batted .522 his senior year with 47 hits, so a powerful bat. That one raked foul down the left field line. This past season, he was a 2022. Last season he was a 2022 CAC Gold Glove and All-Conference selection. He reached the state tournament twice, and he was in the NAIA World Series with George Gwinnett. So a huge bat to help as he won the CAC and made it to the World Series tournament at his level. As Stevens is running to third, and that one's over the stand by as his head. Stevens will come in to score, and O'Sabin will stop at first, and it is 5-0.
O'Sabin just validated everything you just said about him with that RBI single.
Absolutely. I told you at the start, O'Sabin is one of the guys that I want to keep my eye on because of just how much he was doing at college, how big of a bat he can be, and he's been doing great in that leadoff spot. Now Eli Burwash comes up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Big spot as he fouls that one off, but O'Sabin is running. It's 0-1 with 2 outs. O'Sabin at first, Burwash up to bat. Cardinals have put 3 runs on here in the bottom of the 4th. They've really jumped on Reed Bauer after Ethan Griffith was pulled. Maybe, would you say that they should have left Griffith in with how Bauer's been performing as it's 0-2?
Well, it's tough to say. I don't know what Griffith's pitch count had looked like up to this point and even how many pitches he threw in this game. But, I think it was about time because of his command.
Absolutely, but then Bauer's been missing a lot too, and that's a strikeout looking. Got that lower corner to strike out Burwash and end the inning, but the damage was done. Cardinals get 3 more runs. Anderson scored, Mosley scored, and Stevens scored. Coming up to bat in the top of the 5th for the Royals as they try to now do some damage control and catch up. They have Flores, Baez, and Hamilton all due up here in the top of the 5th as we will be back. All right, top of the 5th. Coming up to bat first is going to be Ryan Flores, the DH. He grounded out last time he was up. Looking to try and get redemption, trying to get the Royals really going. They have not had a lot of success here on Schiff as he's back up for his 5th inning of work. That one fouled off quickly.
And it looks like, looking at these stats, this is Schiff's first game of the year. Is that right?
Yeah, it is Schiff's first game. And what a way to start if you're Schiff, coming into your first game and then just dominating so far. Only giving up, really, I believe, 1 hit. Yeah, 1 hit, a walk, and a hit batter. Great way to start your season. That one outside for a ball. So the Cardinals, they don't only put on just regular baseball games throughout the entire summer, but they also host developmental summer camps for kids of all ages. They have 2 different kinds of camps. They have the Fundamentals Camp and the Pitchers and Catchers Camp. The Fundamentals Camp runs from June 19th to the 22nd, as that one is upstairs for a ball. And then the Pitchers and Catchers Camp runs from June 26th to the 28th. Both camps start at 9:30 a.m. and go till 12:30 p.m. Both camps individually will cost $75, but if you want to send your child to both, it will cost $140 total. If you want more information on either of these camps, please go to the Front Row Cardinals website or check out our social media for more information. That ball is way upstairs for a ball as it's 3-1. Both these camps are encouraged for any kid that's all ages, no matter how good or how bad you are at baseball. If you just want to learn more, get some skills, tips, tricks from any collegiate level players. It's a great experience. They'll all take place at Bing Crosby Stadium. That is a line drive into center field. O'Sabin's there to pick it up, and that is the first hit for the Royals since the top of the 1st from Cologne, the very first batter. The Royals finally got one through in Flores. Maybe I should stop talking about camps. I started talking about camps and they scored. So now it'll be Danny Baez. Danny Baez coming up to bat. He's the second baseman. Last time he was up, he struck out swinging. First pitch way outside for a ball. Schiff, not the start you wanted by allowing Flores to get that hit.
Yeah, Schiff starting with the 7, 8, 9 bottom third of the lineup.
Yeah, and on the on-deck circle right now is Cade Hamilton, the third baseman. Second pitch to Baez is in for a strike. Baez is from the Indian River State College, a sophomore, originally from Oviedo, Florida. And then the batter who just was up, Ryan Flores, he is from San Jacinto College North, a sophomore from Baytown. That pitch is in for a strike. Big swing and a miss by Baez. 1-2 the count with no outs. And Flores, the designated hitter, currently on first base with a solid leadoff right now. Maybe might try and steal. I don't know.
Yet to see a move from Schiff.
Oh, he definitely tried. That's a big swing and a miss for another strikeout. Baez goes down swinging again. And now it'll be Cade Hamilton. Hamilton from Florence Darlington Tech. He's a sophomore, originally from Lexington, Ohio. That one is upstairs for a ball. Schiff's been doing a great job so far, honestly. Like, just really having strong command. This is the first time I've seen like him really waver, but overall, through 4 1/3, he's looked really solid.
Yep. And he has taken advantage of, I think, at least 4 lefties in the lineup.
Absolutely. And he's been dominating as a whole. And that one's upstairs again for another ball. With the way he's been pitching so far, this might be his last inning. I'm not sure as we go for a quick meeting between Mercado and Schiff really fast.
You know, from my angle, I could actually see some action in the Cardinal bullpen.
Really? Yeah, there is some action going on in the bullpen right now. We can't really pick out numbers right now, but if there is a change, we'll let you know as soon as we can. While we're taking this quick break, a bit on the pitchers for tomorrow for the Royals. It will be Garrett Graney. He's a left-handed pitcher from the University of South Carolina, Columbia, a senior originally from Hartsville, South Carolina. He'll be pitching tomorrow for them, as they will be taking on, I believe, they have the Stanton Braves. They'll be playing the Strasburg Express tomorrow. That one hit up behind the second baseman, and Stevens able to collect it very quickly and easily for the second out of the inning. 2 away now here on the top of the 5th. 2 outs now.
And even that single was just kind of dunked into center, so maybe there was a fly ball in the 3rd inning that was hit close to the warning track, but other than that, there's not been much for the Royals' bats.
That was the fly ball by Hogue that was really close to the bullseye as J.C. Cologne comes back up to bat for the 3rd time. That one's in for a strike.
And this is what Schiff's been doing. He's been filling up the strike zone with breaking balls, throwing first pitch strikes, and keeping these Royals hitters off balance.
Exactly. Schiff's been doing a great job. He's really been stifling them the entire game, giving up 2 hits as Cologne sends that one foul. They haven't been really able to figure him out. Cologne's gotten a single. Flores got that single there. But other than that, Schiff's been in complete control tonight as it's 0-2 right now with 2 outs. The pitch by Schiff, hit foul. I think that one actually hit off Cologne there. That one's got to hurt. So a bit on the pitcher tomorrow for the Cardinals. It will be Rain Watson pitching tomorrow. Rain, we've seen him pitch before. He is from Florida Southwestern. He is a sophomore from Green Sea, South Carolina. He'll be pitching tomorrow for the Cardinals as they will be taking on the Stanton Braves. That pitch is in for a ball, and the fans are in disgust. They thought that one was in the zone, but it was not. 1-2 the count with 2 away. Fans not happy about that one.
Just missed.
Just barely low. The pitch by Schiff. A little chopper that goes foul. Did not really get far.
I think we're about within 10 minutes or so of sunset as the clouds are starting to gray and the lights are becoming more noticeable.
Yeah, the lights have been on the entire game, but now we'll be fully flashed under the lights. And honestly, like playing under the going from like those evening games of like sun during the sunset, as long as the sun's not like blinding in your eyes, which it doesn't here at Bing Crosby. Like here's a very nice stadium. That one's also hit foul. So for those of y'all who didn't know, we actually had some of our own front row Cardinals that played in the NCAA baseball tournament. We had two pitchers, P.J. Craig and Gavin Alloway, both play for Rider University. So that one's hit into left field, going at Nick Capozzi. O'Sabin there, and O'Sabin will make the grab way out in left field to end the inning. Cologne flew out, and that will end the top of the fifth. Shift continuing to just deal through the Royals. As Camp, Willis, and Capozzi are all up, we will be back. All right, bottom of the fifth. You know, during that newlywed game, I would argue that like saying that like your wife is who you can't live without. I feel like that's the right answer. As currently up to bat is Drew Camp. That first pitch is in for a ball.
He definitely played it safe there.
I mean, I don't think he wanted to end up on the couch. As Reed Boyer is out for a second inning of work. He's currently behind 2-0, and now it's 2-1. Up next after Drew Camp will be Brantley Willis, who is 0 for 2 tonight. And that one is way inside. 3-1 now. Why is this like an unnecessary theme for the Royals of just 3-0 counts, 3-1 counts? Like this is getting a bit
broken record player.
Honestly, I keep on saying it. That one hit into right field, but Cam Jackson all over that one as he grabs it very easily and comfortably for the first out of the inning.
You know, I was going to mention before, too, the last out of the inning for the Cardinals in the top of the fifth. That looked like some almost near miscommunication, but was it O'Sabin, the center fielder?
O'Sabin caught it.
He made a nice grab as the left and center fielders came together.
It did look like they were about to collide, which did have me nervous that like O'Sabin or Capozzi were about to run into each other. As now up to bat will be Brantley Willis. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He takes his first pitch downstairs for a strike as it's 0-1. The next pitch is a big-time swing and a miss by Willis. Yet to get on base tonight. Looking to get his first Valley League hit tonight. He's grounded out and he is struck out. Really looking to change that tonight. As he was put in cleanup, he's trying to prove why. That one almost hit him.
That 0-1 curve by Boyer, that was a great hook.
1-2 the count to Willis with one out and no one on base. He broke his bat.
I think he let go of it.
Oh, no, it's fine. He let go of it. It looked like it flew into the dugout.
And number 20, whoever's on deck, he caught it off the webbing.
Oh, did he actually?
Well, I think a one-handed catch
as
the bat ricocheted off the net.
I mean, that's why he plays baseball. That was Capozzi who caught it. 1-2 still with one out. The pitch. Sent into right center field, and Cox couldn't get it. Goes off the wall. Willis gets his second. I couldn't tell. Did that one hit the bullseye?
You know, I was a little confused myself where the ball was landing, but
It looks like it went off the wall.
at some point the center fielder was on the ground.
It looked like he either bobbled it or it hit the wall. But either way, it's a double for Brantley Willis as Nick Capozzi is coming up. He is also 0 for 2 tonight, looking to change that. This whole middle of the lineup for the Cardinals, 2, 3, 4, and 5 before Willis is hit. All of them have yet to get hits yet. Willis got a hit tonight. Capozzi looking to try and change that. First pitch is in there for a strike here in the bottom of the 5th.
And, you know, once Griffith left the game, that kind of opened up the offense for the Cardinals a bit.
Absolutely. When Griffith left, it was only 2-0, but there were runners and there was a lot of trouble coming for Griffith, but then Boyer has not been much better. That one almost at his head, 1-1. Because Griffith was pulled, I believe he got pulled right after Jaden Anderson got walked. And then Boyer came in, and then he walked Mosley. He hits, and then Stevens got the double, and then everything just went south from there for Boyer in the front row. Cardinals, it's 1-2 with 1 out. Willis on second, in scoring position, definitely trying to score here. Extend this lead a little more. That's a big swing and a miss by Capozzi as he will go down swinging. And now it's your favorite guy, Jaden Anderson.
Number 33.
My man.
Anderson.
I think he's on base 10 out of 13 times.
He continues
begin
to
the
be
year.
that dangerous bat. He's at the 6 hole. I feel like he should definitely be cleaner, but Willis showed why he's in that spot tonight. That one hit off his foot and it's foul.
Ben, I don't know if you saw this, that last third strike that was dropped by the catcher, tagged out the runner after, or the batter became the runner. New York State sectional championship in high school. There's a pretty bizarre play involving that. I can elaborate.
What happened there? As Boyer pitches to Anderson, and that one is in for a strike. It's 0-2 with 2 outs.
So it was second and third. The visiting team had the 1-run lead. Winning run was on second for the home team, tying run at third.
As Boyer pitches, and that's a chopper over to the third baseman. Hamilton, the throw to first in plenty of time. We'll be back for your story, though, because I'm intrigued to hear more about this. So don't forget your story. End of 5, though. Cardinals lead it 5-0. We'll be back, and we'll get the game reset as we keep going. Top of the 6th next for the Royals. All right, shift back for a 6th inning of work. The front row Cardinals are brought to you by Samuels Public Library, Concern Hotline, Tina to Oliver Studios, County of Warren, Warren County DECA, Skyline Shooting 4-H, United Bank, Angie Moore Campaign for Deputy Clerk of Warren, Women of Warren, and the Kevin Riley Foundation of Hope. Like I just mentioned, they have sent Cole Schiff out for a 6th inning of work. I didn't know if they would bring him back or not, but he continues to be out there, only giving up 2 hits. He looked like he was a bit shaky in the top of the 5th, but overall I feel like he did another solid 5th inning.
Yeah, Schiff's dealing for the most part tonight.
Absolutely. Only giving up 2 hits so far. As now up to bat is going to be Josh Hogue.
Number 22,
Josh Hogue is he's 0 for 1 tonight. He got walked in the top of the 1st, and then he flew out in the 3rd. Now back here in the top of the 6th.
So
First pitch is for ball.
I'll continue my anecdote.
Yes, please do.
So the 1-0 comes in. just a bit low. There are runners second and third. 2 strikes, called strike 3. So the visiting team wins the New York sectional. But wait, the ball was dropped. So that means 2 outs, no one on first. Well, it doesn't even matter that no one's on first.
That one is hit over the third baseman. Mosley's head into left field. Capozzi gonna grab it. No, that's actually that was Mosley that grabbed it, not Capozzi. My apologies. As Hogue is safe to first, and the Royals have another run aboard. Third hit of the night. As now coming up to bat is going to be Jeb Despard.
Number 24.
He is Despard. Excuse me. He is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a flyout. All right, so he dropped the third pitch, so it was still 2 outs.
Right. So that
one's hit into right field. I really want to continue this story, but it drops in
too
front.
much
Oh, and it
action.
got by Willis. As Hogue will make it to third, Despard to second. A costly error by Willis there.
my story not boding well for the Cardinals right
Maybe
now.
we should stop doing this story. Because now they got a single and a double.
That took an awkward hop out there in right field.
Yeah, it did. It went right over Willis's head.
Number 33.
As now
Bellinger.
Chandler Bellinger comes up. He is the cleanup hitter. He was 0 for 2 tonight. Schiff off to a really rocky start, and he's under a lot of pressure. Runners on second and third with no outs, and Ballinger cleanup up to bat. He throws that first pitch in the dirt. But anyway, continue your story.
So runner runs to first because it was a dropped third strike. Umpire signals, he dropped it. He does the safe call, meaning that the ball was in the dirt and he had to get tagged. The catcher, for whatever reason,
that pitch is outside for a ball.
He kind of goes to tag him, but then I think he sees everyone in the field celebrating, so he kind of ditches the tag, or maybe he sees the first baseman's just not at first, and he's like, oh, well, I guess that's over. I'm not really sure what he was thinking there.
As Schiff pitches a big swing and a miss by Ballinger, 2-1.
So both runners from second and third, they run to home plate, and both those runs scored because the runner going to first was never tagged out, nor was he put out at first base, and now the home team was celebrating because they won.
That's insane. That's a line drive to the third baseman. Grab, throw to first, and did they get him? He did. A run does score, though, for Winchester. Hogue able to score from third. Despard able to get the third. Ballinger on a big-time throw by Mason Mosley.
And a great tag by the first baseman.
Camp able to get there and make that tag, but a run does come in. This is now 5-1.
Because if he doesn't save that ball and not only get off the base and tag him for the out, goes over his head, that's 2 runners on, no one out.
Yeah, Despard probably scores as well from that, since he was on third. So now Cam Jackson comes up to that. He sends that one into right field, and it is gone. A home run for Cam Jackson.
Royals 2-run home run, number 34. Cam.
And all of a sudden, it's 3-5. I just mentioned how Winchester needed to get back into it, and they just did with this top of the 6th. Schiff falling apart here.
Yeah, and you know what it is? I think third time through the lineup, they got to see what Schiff looked like, at least, those first 2 times up. So I think they got to recognize, what his breaking ball looked like, get to see the rotation and know what his mix was. So
Exactly, and Cam Jackson jumped on pretty much the first pitch he saw. That one, a chopper over the second baseman. Stevens throw over to Camp in plenty of time for the quick out. Trying to maybe just get Schiff just out of the inning with as little damage as possible. Gave up 3 runs, not the top of the 6th that you wanted.
I think back now to that bottom of the 4th for the Cardinals was huge, adding those insurance runs.
Absolutely. If they didn't go crazy at the bottom of the 4th, getting those 3 runs, this would be a Royals leading game right now. As Ryan Flores comes up to bat, that first pitch is upstairs for a ball. Quickly 1-0. Flores tonight, he is 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the top of the 5th. This very well might be Schiff's last inning of work. That ball, he did check his swing, and he did go. 1-1 now.
And that was just contagious for the Royals batters right there. Not a lot of strong contact the whole game, and then all of a sudden, they all popped off at once.
Absolutely, and I think they were able to finally get the shift. That ball just off the plate for a ball. Can you tell from your angle if there's any action going on in the Cardinals bullpen right now?
You know, I don't see anything on the half that I can see, but maybe that relief pitcher could be good to go.
I just need these clubhouses just to move so I could see. That one, a line drive to Mosley at third base. Throw over to Camp in plenty of time to end the inning, but the Royals did the damage. Ho got a single, Despard got a double, and then Jackson with the 2-run home run over right field to end the top of the fifth. We head to the bottom of the fifth now. Cardinals need to get the offense back going. Mosley, Stevens, and Mercado are all due up. We will be right back. All right, bottom of the sixth. Reed Boyer still out for a third inning of work now as he will face off against Mason Mosley out of UNC Greensboro. Tonight, Mosley, he's been walked both times. Scored in the fourth, but was stranded in his first time up. That first pitch, big time swing and a miss by Mosley. So if you're the Cardinals right now, Anthony, how are you feeling? Schiff just gave up 3 runs. Like, how are you feeling if you're now the batters coming up? Like, what do you think is going through their heads? That's another big swing and a miss.
You know, I think there was a bit of a momentum change right there with that 3-run sixth for Winchester. It's pretty critical for them to do that to get back in this game.
Mosley sends a chopper down the right field line, and it is foul.
You know, if you're the Cardinals batters, you know that you've been getting on base against Boyer, so you just got to change that mindset, change the direction of what just happened, and get runners back on and re-extend that lead.
Absolutely, as it's an 0-2 count right now here to Mosley with no outs. The pitch outside for a ball. After Mosley, it will be Daniel Stevens out of Longwood. Stevens tonight is 1 for 2. He was the one who got that double in the fourth, and that one is also hit up in the left field going way foul. I think that one ended up in the bullpen.
You know, if you're Boyer, you know, you're just pitching in a 5-run game, and now you really got something to pitch for now that they made it a 2-run game. So.
Absolutely. You got to be on your game. You cannot be getting burned, as that one is way upstairs. 2-2 now with still no one out. The pitch, chopper over to the second baseman, Baez. The throw in plenty of time. Now will be the first out of the inning as Mosley goes down. So now Daniel Stevens is going to make his way up. Daniel Stevens. Stevens this year has a .273 batting average, 11 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits, and a walk to show so far. He's definitely been a big bat, and he's been able to make some things happen here at the bottom of the order. After Stevens, it will be Mercado with 1 out now. He squares up to bunt, and he does. The pitcher cannot get it off in time. Boyer could not do anything about it, and it will be a bunt signal for Stevens as he is back aboard.
That was perfectly executed. First pitch of the at-bat, I think, saw the third baseman a step back or two from the infield grass. And, that is just a perfect way to get a base runner on here in the 7th and the 6th.
Absolutely. As now the left-handed Brock Mercado comes up with a runner on first, and Stevens looking to do some damage with one out. As Stevens is running, the throw is... He's out. He got caught stealing. Could not get there. And now there will be 2 outs, as now there are no more base runners with a 1-0 count to Mercado. Stevens playing aggressive, and he got caught. I think looked like he had a bad jump there.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ben.
A 1-0 count here on Stevens. Now a completely different situation. No runners as he sends a chopper right back to the pitcher. Boyer missed it, though. Colon able to recover and could not get it in time. Mercado aboard with the single. As now we go back to the top of the order. Now we come back to the top of the order with Blaze O'Sabin.
Number 19, Blake.
O'Sabin tonight is 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles. He scored in the top of the 3rd. Well, he was my guy that I just say we have to watch out for. Him and Anderson, I think, are the 2 biggest bats on this team as a whole.
Right.
And O'Sabin can make something big happen here. Get this ball in the outfield, and hopefully it drops, and something big can happen. But instead, he has a big swing and a miss. Strike 1 called. 0-1 the count to O'Sabin with 2 outs. Again, Mercado at first. Stevens got caught stealing when he tried to go for second, so he is out as there are 2 outs. The pitch from Bauer way outside and in the dirt for a 1-1 count.
It's a shame he got erased immediately after a beautiful bunt.
If Stevens would have not tried it, if he didn't get caught stealing, he would have probably easily made it to second there. But he could have also easily got caught up in a double play, as that ball is in the dirt low for another ball. 2-1 now. So you really don't know. But what we do know is that there are 2 outs right now, 2-1 count here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cardinals still lead it 5-3, with Reed Boyer still on the mound and Blaze O'Sabin at the plate right now. Boyer pitches that one inside for a strike. 2-2 with 2 outs.
I'll just mention that was good presence of mind by Mercado. After he ran through the base in first and the ball got away, not to shuffle his feet and make a move towards second, because then he could be tagged out past first base.
Absolutely. If the ball got farther away, I would have said he could have made the move, as that one is chopped foul. But the ball just did not get far enough away for him to really even try to make that move to second. Stand right here at the plate with a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Big spot here for the Cardinals to try and add on to this lead. Pitch from Boyer, sent into center field, going back to the track is Cox, and he gets it. O'Sabin flies out to end the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th with the Cardinals still leading 5-3. Due up is going to be Baez, Hamilton, and Colon. It's almost time to stretch, y'all. We will be right back.
Another winning number. Come on, reaching out, y'all. Let's go.
All right, a pitching change made by the front row of Cardinals. Now pitching for them will be Peyton Fisher. He is a left-handed pitcher, but bats right-handed. He's originally from High Point University, a sophomore from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. And he had one game played so far. He pitched for 1 in the 3rd inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, and gave up a double as well. He is the younger brother of Bryce Fisher, who put on an absolute clinic in Saturday's game against Newmarket, where the Cardinals were able to win that one 8-3. So now we'll have to see what little bro of Bryce Fisher can do, as Peyton Fisher will be taking the mound. The final stats on Cole Schiff: he pitched for 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, gave up 3 runs. As now coming up to bat for the Royals to try and see if they can get to Peyton is going to be Danny Baez, the second baseman. He is 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out both times he has been up tonight. The first pitch by Fisher tonight, and he is in there for a ball.
The Royals seeing another lefty.
Absolutely. The lefty trend continues, but they might have gotten used to lefties at this point after seeing Schiff for 6 innings. That one's upstairs 2-0.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they have a very similar arm slot when they're releasing the ball.
2-0 the count here. Another pitch, swing and fouled off there by Baez. 2-1 with no runners on right now, no outs. Top of the 7th right now. We're almost to stretch time, y'all. Pitch by Fisher, sent into right field and over the head of Stevens. O'Sabin will be there to collect it up. Baez safely aboard at first base.
Just like that, the tying run is at the plate for Winchester.
Absolutely, and it is in the form of Cade Hamilton.
Number 10, Cade Hamilton.
Hamilton is 0 for 2 tonight, though. Both fly out so far tonight. If he represents the tying run, and then the go-ahead run is J.C. Cologne in the batter's box right now. This game got close in the top of the 6th, and the Royals seem to have some momentum going for themselves right now. There's a pitch from Fisher. First pitch swinging, but it goes foul.
Please turn all foul balls to consistent standing as soon as possible. Thank you.
This is also, I believe, Hamilton's first time actually pitch. He's normally a pitcher, but tonight they decided to put him out in third base. That's where he's been hanging out all night. The pitch here from Fisher, and he chucked his swing, and they say he didn't go. It'll be a ball. Just barely upstairs for a 1-1 count.
Yeah, and this is a man that Fisher really has to retire here before he revisits that Royals top of the order.
Yeah, all those big, heavy bats at the top of the order do not want to get to them in a jam. 1-2 the count after that strike. Would be even nicer for Fisher, and don't call me jinxing it here, is if they're able to get a double play here and be able to get both runners out. Get Baez and Hamilton, and then get Cologne up with no one on. The 1-2. Oh, it was an upstairs pitch by Fisher, and then it looked like Baez was gonna go, as then Mercado threw it over to first base, but could not get Baez. 2-2 the count. They're keeping their eyes on Baez over at first, because he's taking a big lead and could very easily steal. That pitch is in the dirt, full count to Hamilton. A very critical pitch right here if you're Peyton Fisher, just trying to settle in, coming in relief for Cole Schiff, who put on a clinic through 6 innings. The top of the 6th was his roughest point, but for 5 innings was pitching lights out, fell apart on the top of the 6th. We're hoping that front row pitching doesn't fall apart as a whole during that as well. Big time swing and a miss. Throw over to second. Could not get the tag, but the strikeout stands. Hamilton strikes out swinging, but
I was wondering if they were going to
second.
send the runner with the full count, no one out. And clearly that risk paid off, because they can, even if potentially this run scores and none else, they're only 1 run away with 2 innings left to play.
Absolutely. Stevens did almost get him, but he just missed. Good move there by Baez, able to avoid the tag. Now we go back to the top of the order for the 4th time for the Royals. It's J.C. Cologne. First pitch way upstairs for a ball. Missed on that fastball. Now we have Danny Baez over at second, and J.C. Cologne, he now represents the tying run at the plate. 1-0 count with 1 out. Runner on second, represented by Baez. The pitch here by Fisher, way inside, but called strike. This inside part of the zone has been very interesting tonight. Seems a bit looser than normal. I don't know.
And you really rather not see Despard come up to the plate this inning. He is the lone home run for the Royals.
Absolutely. He lit up Schiff last time.
Before today.
And that's a big swing and a miss.
Sorry, Ben.
Despard was able to light up Schiff as the entire middle of that Royals order was able to just put Schiff down, end his night after 6 innings. 1-2 the count here to Cologne. Critical pitch right here for Fisher just to try and get 2 outs. The pitch downstairs in the dirt as Mercado continues to watch Baez over at second. Baez dances around as he could be trying to make a move for third if this goes to a full count. 2-2 though.
Was that Jackson who homered earlier for the Royals?
That was Jackson. The pitch from Fisher chopped foul by Cologne. Hogue got the single. Despard, I believe he got a single as well, moved Hogue to second. Oh, no, excuse me. Despard got the double, right, and then Jackson got the home run to make it 3-5. 2-2 still the count. Fisher checking up on Baez at second, and he pitches another foul ball there by Cologne.
Straight into the Royals dugout. Window panel blocking it there, but
Cologne, a .538 batting average before tonight. So this whole top 4 or 5 of the Royals just had crazy batting so far. And Schiff kind of put them down, really held them under control. Stevens looked like Stevens was about to be ready for a pickoff as that one's fouled off again. Cologne fighting to stay alive right now. 3rd straight foul ball. Really fighting, knowing how big of a at-bat this is, how big of an inning this is. As momentum can swing Winchester's way if they're able to get Cologne on base. 2-2, still the count with 1 out. Baez on second. That one skied up in the air and still going. Fouls. It hit the roof. Not appreciated.
quite the battle here.
I know. That was the 4th straight foul ball. 2-2 remains the count. Fisher versus Cologne with Hogue on deck. Fisher checks up on Baez. The pitch. Got him looking. Cologne in disbelief. Fisher will win the duel with a strikeout looking. Second straight K. Got Hamilton swinging and then got Cologne looking. Barely got the inside corner, that low corner. Here comes Josh Hogue, the lefty. He tonight is 2 for 2. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Fisher continues to check up on Baez. Lefty-lefty battle. Hit into left field in foul territory. Mosley going after it. Can't get there in time.
Yeah, and you know, we don't have a perfect aerial view of home plate, but that 2-2 fastball did look like it clipped the inside corner. Just a perfect pitch by Fisher.
Great pitch, great framing as well by Mercado, and a great duel between Cologne and Fisher. Cologne continued to fight along, but then he froze Cologne on that fastball and got him to strike out looking. That first pitch to Hogue was fouled off, almost hit the bullpen. Mosley couldn't get it. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Baez remains at second. The pitch by Fisher in the dirt. He did not swing 1-1. Couldn't get him on the breaking ball there. It is now 1-1. How big would it be for Fisher to be able to come in here in the top of the 7th, allow a runner to get on right away in Baez, and then just get out of trouble? And that one sent into left field, but Capozzi is all over, and he's got it. Hogue flies out, and that will end the top of the 7th. No damage done. Fisher able to settle down very quickly after Baez got on him, as now it is time to stretch, and you can stretch as we await Burwash, Camp, and Willis to come up in the bottom of the 7th. But let's take a moment as we take a break to do some stretching. It's a 7th inning stretch, y'all. We'll be right back. All right, during the 7th inning stretch, let's take a look at what's happening around the rest of the Valley League. Right now, the Percival Cannons lead the Culpeper Cavaliers 5-3 in the top of the 7th. The Covington Lumberjacks are currently leading the Waynesboro Generals 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. The Woodstock River Bandits lead against the Strasburg Express 7-4 in the top of the 6th. The Charlottesville Tom Sox lead against the Stanton Braves 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. And the Newmarket Rebels lead against the Harrisburg Turks 9-0 in the bottom of the 4th. 5-3 seems to be the popular score right now as we head to the bottom of the 7th. And Reed Boyer is coming out for his 4th inning of work. I believe it's 4th inning of work. He came in the top of the 4th to relieve Ethan Griffith. Had a rough bottom of the 4th, but then has been lights out ever since. Not giving up a lot. His due up is going to be Eli Burwash, Drew Camp, and Brantley Willis.
Now back to the Cardinals on the bottom half of the 7th. Number 17, Eli Burwash.
Burwash tonight, he's 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Definitely trying to change that as that first pitch is in for a strike. Burwash has had trouble at the plate tonight. Campus had trouble at the plate tonight, and so has Capozzi. And they represent the 2, 3, and 5 batters. Willis has gotten 1 hit, and that one is sent into left field, but it is going way foul. 0-2 quickly.
Boyer trying to keep this game right where it is.
Boyer would love to do that, and so would the Royals, as they have, I believe, the heart of the order coming up in Despard, Ballinger, and Jackson being the 3, 4, and 5 batters. That is a dangerous spot for Peyton Fisher, but we're not there yet. We're still here in the bottom of the 7th. That one sent to our roof and foul. It will remain 0-2.
Also, I'd like to correct myself from earlier. This is the Cardinals dugout on the third base side here. First base dugout, Winchester.
That pitch is sent into right field. Cam Jackson going back. Can't make the grab. He can't get it. And Eli Burwash is over to second base. It looked like he had it but bobbled it. And Burwash gets his first hit of the day, and it's a double, big time, to be getting that hit in.
That was nearly an improbable catch by the Winchester right fielder.
It looked like he threw it up almost and had it and then just dropped it. I don't know what happened there, but we'll take it. Drew Camp now up 0 for 3 tonight, but a runner in scoring position. Big spot here for the Cardinals to get some cushion on this lead, which is only at 2 runs right now as that first pitch is in for a ball. Quickly 1-0.
There's always a lot to gauge for outfielders when they're running back on a ball like that, especially when it's hit hard.
Absolutely. That second pitch looked like it got the top inside corner, but it didn't.
They have the warning track, but everything's happening so fast they have to measure how far the wall is. They know in the back of their mind that wall's literally made of bricks.
Absolutely. I think Jackson thought he was closer to the wall. That one looked like it almost hit Camp, but he didn't. Camp has been has a 214 batting average so far. He's played in every game, 14 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits. And 1 walk so far. Big spot here for the 3-hole in our first baseman, Drew Camp. And he will take a walk. He gets walked on 4 pitches, and he is successfully aboard at first base. And now we'll have Burwash on second, Camp on first. And Brantley Willis is coming up to bat.
4-hitter for the Cardinals.
Big spot. Last time he was up, he got that double into, I believe it was right center field. Big chance here for Willis to get some runs in as Burwash is dancing around, and that one hit him. Looked like it hit his shoulder. Willis is unhappy, but he will take the walk to first. Everyone advances, and this is a big-time jam if you're Reed Boyer. You have bases loaded. And Nick Capozzi, who is 0 for 3 tonight. This is a big chance for Capozzi to really change that. But on deck is Jaden Anderson. And after him is Mosley. So some big bats coming up. But first is Capozzi. As we have a meeting right now here between the catcher, Despard, and the pitcher, Reed Bauer. Bauer kind of starting to fall apart here. Not a good look for him right now. He is on the hook for the loss as well right now. If the score stays level, he would take the loss. Here we go. Nick Capozzi with the bases loaded and no outs. First pitch upstairs for a strike. Burwash on third. Camp on second. Excuse me. Camp is on second, and Willis is over at first. The pitch sent down the right field line and foul. 0-2 quickly for Capozzi.
Boyer going to try to do anything in his power right here to strike out Capozzi.
That would be a huge out here for Boyer to just get this out and get at least one out down. The pitch in the dirt and a ball. Capozzi going to try and work this count as much as he can with a 1-2 count right now. The pitch outside didn't get the call. 2-2. Bases remain loaded. Burwash is over at third. Camp is at second. Willis is on first. Capozzi at the plate with a big spot. No outs. Cannot tell right now if there's any action going on in the Winchester bullpen. That one is a chopper that goes over the third baseman's head, and Hamilton. Burwash scores. Camp will score. Willis to third. Capozzi to second. What a time to get a hit if you're Capozzi. A massive double, and the crowd loves it. 2 massive runs by the Cardinals. And it is now 7-3 for Front Royal. A big-time hit by Nick Capozzi. First hit as a Cardinal this season. And here comes Jaden Anderson. Your man is. Here comes Mike Smith. Now he's going to make a pitching change.
That is a field-aided double if I've ever seen one. What a crazy hop.
It took a big-time hop, went right over Hamilton, and then that's when it all – and then Camp and Burwash both came in to score. Willis got the third, and Capozzi, big hit right there. Getting 2 more runs and making this now a 7-3 game, as that might be the end of Reed Bauer.
You know,
and it is the end for Bauer.
Tough way for him to go.
Absolutely, but Bauer came in relief, was able to pitch about 4 solid innings. We're going to be right back with the new pitcher in just a second. All right, now coming in to pitch for the Winchester Royals is going to be Crew Wilson. He's a right-handed pitcher from Stephen F. Austin State University, a senior from West Monroe, Louisiana. And for Wilson, this might very well be his first start. I believe this might be his first start here in the Valley League. JK, I lied, it's not. Thank you, Anthony. He's played 1 game so far. He's pitched 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and then he's given up 2 doubles so far yet, as his ERA is at 6. The final stats for Reed Boyer: he pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, gave up 5 runs, and hit 1 batter. As now Crew Wilson looks to come in and stop the bleeding. Last time the Royals made a change at pitcher, it did not go so well for them, as the Cardinals jumped on Reed and kept on going at him. Do you think we'll see the same thing happen here with Crew coming in here in the bottom of the 7th?
Well, you know, He's got a completely different arm angle from the last two guys. I think he's throwing a little bit sidearm.
Oh, this can make things tricky as Jaden Anderson comes up to bat just to reset things. We currently have Brantley Willis on third, Nick Capozzi at second. Jaden Anderson is up to bat. The score is Cardinals 7, Royals 3. Here in the bottom of the 7th, no outs as Crew Wilson makes his second game appearance. And that one is hit down the left field line and foul.
Of course, throwing sidearm, you sacrifice speed, but for movement, usually that ball is going to be a two-seamer riding in and a little bit down on righties.
Yep, and that could be really tricky for Jaden Anderson, who's been the big, powerful righty that the Cardinals have been using a lot. The infield also kind of in as well on the shift. He sends that chopper over to the shortstop, Cologne. Throw home he's safe! Throw over to third. He's also safe. Everybody's safe. Brantley Willis will score. Capozzi to third. Anderson to first on a fielder's choice.
Yeah, and you can see the shortstop Cologne's with his hands on his head for about 10 seconds there because he knew that was a gamble throwing it home.
He absolutely did, and it did not pay off. Willis able to squeeze in for that run.
Now batting, number 30, Mason Mosley.
RBI for
Another RBI
Anderson
for Anderson as he's back on first base. His third time there tonight. He is Anderson was 2 for 3 tonight, but now it is Mason Mosley back up. He is 0 for 1 tonight, getting walked twice. I think every single Cardinal batter has pretty much made it to the plate. Made it to first base at some point now, whether it be through a walk or a hit. As runners on the corners with no out still. That one is way outside for a ball. Not the start you wanted if you're Crew Wilson coming in to relieve.
And I mean, Cologne, he's playing in there, so I think in his mind it's you got to throw it home if the ball's hit to you, the infield in, but I mean, that just really wasn't too close of a play.
Exactly. I'd say check up on Anderson. I personally, just me, I would have thrown it first, let the run score, but then you get the out and you can advance the game a little more. But instead, no outs yet. A big gamble for the Royals that did not pay off, and this is back to a 4-run game. With Mason Mosley up at a 1-0 count. Wilson delivers the pitch, and that one is sent right back at him. He couldn't retrieve it, and everybody will be safe. Anderson advances to second. Capozzi will score from third, and the wheel keeps going. Mosley will score. Mosley gets the first, and he will get the RBI. Oh, and here comes, I think, Mike Smith. He's quickly making the change.
The pitcher's trying to shoo him off. He's like, I'm
Wilson
fine.
said no. Mike Smith going back to the dugout. I thought Mike Smith was going to make the quick change, but no. As that run will also be charged to Reed Boyer. So no runs have actually been charged to Crew Wilson yet.
I think that was right off the heel of the glove.
Yeah,
it hit so hard it ricocheted
like,
too far away for him to gather.
It looked like it hit like the heel. It looked like it kind of hit like his foot as well. And he just couldn't collect himself. Mm-hmm. But it's now a 9-3 game. That's a big swing and a miss. No, I think it went foul actually. So you were talking earlier about at the top of the 6th, the Royals were able to get those 3 runs to make it 5-3, and you said the Cardinals needed to get the lead back up. Now it's a 6-run game. They've listened to you.
I guess so. They've just been putting up quality at bats.
0-1 count. No outs yet. Anderson on second. Mosley on first. Big spot here if you're Daniel Stevens as that ball is in the dirt. Crew really doesn't have a lot of command right now. 1-1 the count. We might be seeing another Royals pitcher soon as the Royals are kind of falling apart here in the bottom of the 7th. Maybe they stretched a bit too much. You never know. The stretch by Wilson, and that one is sent right back out in the dive, and he couldn't get it. But he was able to get it to throw to first in time as both runners advance, though. Stevens out. Mosley makes his way to second. Anderson over to third. A solid sacrifice.
How about those odds of back-to-back decently hard-hit balls at the pitcher?
Wilson must feel like he's being targeted at this point with those two both coming right back at him.
Number 18,
Brock Mercado now coming up to bat.
You know, the difference between Cologne throwing that ball home instead of first, it could have been runner at third, 2 outs instead of second and third, 1 out.
Exactly. So big. Cologne took the gamble. It was really close as well. I honestly thought that they were going to call Willis out, but they didn't. I thought he was out, that he got the tag, but Willis able to get in there. Great slide there. As now as Brock Mercado up to bat, he is 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles and a walk. First pitch is in there for a strike. If you're Peyton Fisher, you're going to be coming back to a completely different game. The Cardinals bats woke up here in the bottom of the 7th. Just the inning that they needed to really get this game, help make Fisher's life easier. That one outside for a 1-1 count.
Yeah, just a tough spot for Wilson to come into. He's been throwing strikes, been doing everything he can. The Cardinals hitters are just really locked in right now.
Absolutely, and all the runs that have been scored this inning are all going to be they're not going to be charged to Crew Wilson. They're going to be charged to Reed Bauer. So Wilson, nothing added to his ERA just yet, but we still have only 1 out as that ball is low and in for a strike, 1-2. You know what would be huge right here if Brock Mercado were able to just send a homer right over the score, or right over that little bullseye out there. I would love to see that. Can we do that, please? Come on, Mercado. Bullseye. That's not hittable. 2-2. Way outside. Despard had to really reach for that one.
Yeah, anything hit near that bullseye right now, that would blow this thing wide open.
Absolutely. Just a homer in general would blow it up, because any hit deep into the outfield will definitely be able to score Anderson and maybe Mosley from second. Anderson on third right now, 90 feet away from making it 10-3. Wilson deals the pitch, and it is outside for a ball. We're going to a full count, 3-2.
And I guess on that pitch, we could see the Little League field's lights go out in the back. So they just finished up their game. But it was right on that pitch. So it's kind of I thought for a second it was Bing Crosby lights, but we're all set.
I'm so glad I thought the same thing. Like, oh, crap, did our lights in the outfield just go out? That ball outside for a walk, and Mercado will take the walk to first base.
You know, if I'm a hitter there and I see those lights turn off, I'm totally distracted.
Absolutely. I don't think that's why he swung there. As Blaze O'Saban is going to come up, the Cardinals, after O'Saban, will successfully have batted around the entire order this inning. They started the inning off with Burwash on his double, and they should have kept it going.
Yeah, this could really be a monster inning for the Cardinals.
This could. Bases loaded for Saban with 1 out, and we know he has a big-time bat here. First pitch is in there for a strike out the lower corner.
Yeah, when Fisher comes back in, he's just got to fill up the zone, throw strikes, let his fielders get some outs for him.
Absolutely, and just don't let the Royals get back into it. With a 6-run game, that one inside. Zoom out all the way. Zoom out all the way. Zoom out all the way. As we get a good look at all the runners, we have currently Anderson on third, Mosley on second, and Mercado on first. 1-1 count here on Blaze with 1 out. The pitch sent up the gap to Baez. Throw to second in time. Throw to first on. They got him, and that will end the inning on a double play. Not the way you wanted that inning to end, on a 6-4-3 to end the 7th, but the damage was done. It is now 9-3 in favor of the Cardinals as we go to the top of the 8th. Peyton Fisher is coming back to a completely different game. He'll have Despard, Ballinger, and Jackson when we return.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank all of those who are part of our armed services, veterans, military, and their families for all your service to our country. We dearly thank you for everything you have done for our country. The Cardinals have made a pitching change. Now pitching for the Cardinals is Sean Munoz. Sean is a right-handed pitcher who throws kind of sidearm, if you saw it, from South Georgia College. He's a sophomore, originally from Brunswick, Georgia. As he makes his Valley Baseball League debut. Peyton Fisher ends with 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Now coming up to bat is going to be Jeb Despard, as he gets a ball on his first pitch.
Munoz throws hard from that arm angle.
Yeah, he has a major submarine pitch. So we've made it now to the top of the 8th inning. That's a big swing and a miss.
It's a beautiful slider right there.
Really tough to hit. A fun fact about Munoz, he actually was on the Savannah Bananas last summer before he came up to Front Row. He was with us last year. He was a banana.
Really?
Yeah, he was. As that one is hit over to Stevens, throw over to first in plenty of time. Yeah, he was on the Bananas for a month, and we all know about the Savannah Bananas and just how much fun they can be.
Right.
Number 33, Chandler.
As Chandler Ballinger is coming up to bat. Ballinger tonight is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 flyouts and a ground out. That's been kind of the story for the Royals. It's just a lot of struggles at the plate. They've been able to get some hits, but just not a lot to show for it. That one is down in the dirt for a ball.
And if you're the Royals, too, you face back-to-back lefties, and then you go from that to a submarine righty.
Yeah, not only is it like a change in pitching hand, but submarine pitchers are always difficult to hit. So it's a completely different change in pitching style. That one in the dirt again. 2-0 quickly with 1 out. In the on-deck circle is going to be Cam Jackson. And that one is sent way into right field. Willis cannot get there. That's all the way into the corner. Ballinger going to make his way to second with ease. He will slide in there for a double. Ballinger is aboard.
Yeah, this will be a tough stretch for Munoz against this lineage of lefties coming up, as they'll be able to see his arm angle, the slot of where the ball's coming from his right-handed submarine point a lot better than righties.
Absolutely, and we've mentioned it so many times. This is the part of the Winchester batting order that's just so dangerous, so tough. That ball is in there down in the dirt for a quick ball. That pitch again in the dirt, ball 2.
I think there's almost a slight breeze switching between dead away center and right center.
The wind has about been at the same all night. It's now 3-0. Munoz kind of struggling to find the plate right now. 1 out. In his VBL return, he was with us last season, and he was a great pitcher for us, looking to continue where he was last summer. 3-0 the count. Need to get a pitch in, and instead he walks him. Jackson over to first base on the walk. Now it's going to be Tyler Cox, the designated hitter, 0 for 3 tonight.
And that's the last thing Munoz needs to be doing, as this is a 6-run game, so you should just be trying his best to fill up the zone right now.
Exactly. Don't want to lay anything in too easy, but at the same time, you want to just be getting these quick outs. Royals trying to fight back, though. First pitch over to Cox is in there for a strike. And I think he listened to you. That was a slider that got into the zone. Munoz checks up on Ballinger. That pitch in the dirt. A lot of pitches by Munoz have hit the dirt. The pitch by Munoz, and that one is sent right over to the shortstop. Burwash to second, over to first. Did he get it? No. The throw over to Camp at first, not in time, but they got the out at second in Jackson for 6-4 over there. Ballinger able to move over to third. Cox able to get to first on a fielder's choice. 2 outs now, though.
Number 1, right. Flores.
You know, Ben, before I played baseball at Christendom College down the street, I pitched at Elms College, Division III up in Massachusetts, and I actually gave submarine pitching a twirl.
Really?
But it didn't go too well. Maybe had one solid outing and then a lot of walks.
Oh, as that first pitch is in for a ball. So would you agree that like pitching submarine can be very difficult, like with all the technical sides of it?
Oh yeah, it's that's a tough release point.
That's a big swing and a miss there by Flores.
It's tough to be consistent with that release point, especially with the breaking ball. But you know, the days I felt it, you could really you had a feel for getting that breaking ball over the zone. You were often in control of the hitter. But when he knew that you had to go fastball, it's kind of game over for me.
Absolutely. The breaking balls, I feel like, from the submarine pitchers are always dangerous. That was a breaking ball that went way outside there by Munoz. 2-1 the count here on Flores. He was 1 for 3 today. He got a single in the top of the 5th. Looking to try and bring in Ballinger to score and try and cut into that lead a bit. Ballinger currently over at third. Cox on first right now with 2 outs. That one is a chopper over the and who's it going to go to? That will be Mercado who got the out. Mercado able to get the ball over to Camp in plenty of time to end the inning. No damage done as we're heading to the bottom of the 8th for the Cardinals. Still leading 9-3 as Burwash, Camp, and Willis are all going to be due up in the bottom of the 8th. We're almost there. 9-3 the score in favor of the Cardinals.
Stars compete against each other.
The Front Royal Cardinals are brought to you by Front Royal Little League, Pretty Beach Treat, Pretty Bad Eat Treats, Veterans of Foreign War, American Legions, Sunstopper, Front Royal Warren County Chamber of Commerce, Crystal Klein for Sheriff, Dolores Oates, and of course, the town of Front Royal. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping sponsor a great Front Royal season. You know, if you're Clint Marsh, you couldn't ask for a better birthday present. Your team's ahead 9-3. Got kind of scared at one point, but we mentioned at the top it would be a great birthday present for head coach Clint Marsh just to have a great game, make things happen, and the guys have certainly done that so far here today. Currently ahead 9-3 as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning right now with Eli Burwash up the bat. He started off that insane bottom of the 7th, that first pitch up for a ball as Crew Wilson is back out there for a second inning of work.
Also, you got to eat a bite of ice cream on the baseball field. That's a dream of mine. I never got to do that.
Maybe you should have a birthday here. Become the manager of the Cardinals and you can get that ice cream.
Hey, my birthday is in about a month.
We'll remember that. We'll celebrate you when your birthday comes around. 1-1 the count as that ball was in for a strike. Burwash tonight. He's going 1 for 4 tonight. Last time he was up, he got a double and then later scored. That ball upstairs almost hit his head for a ball. 2-1.
You know, I will say that was great composure by, is it Mercado, the catcher? For Front
Mercado.
Royal?
Yeah, Mercado for Front Royal.
That was great composure to calmly just pick that ball up barehanded, throw to first.
Looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication there between Mercado and Munoz as that ball was in for a strike. And like who was going to grab it, and Mercado eventually just called off Munoz. I thought Munoz was going to grab it at first.
Right, yeah, that was an in-betweener.
2-2 the count with no outs here to Burwash. The pitch here by Wilson, and that one is up over the Cologne at shortstop. The throw to first is in time, barely, and Burwash is not happy about it. Cardinals not happy about that. It looked like Burwash was safe as well, but it was very close. Umpire had a much better angle on it than I did. As now coming up is going to be Drew Camp.
Number 5, Drew.
Camp tonight is 0 for 3. He had a walk last time he was up, but he had to actually get a hit tonight. But hey, getting on base is getting on base no matter how you slice it. The pitch here by Crew is in there for a strike. Strike one. So I think now that Ryder's out, 1 star 2 Riders guys of PJ, Craig, and Gavin Alloway come in, we should have the entire roster of the Front Royal Cardinals pretty much in here, as that ball is a chopper over to Baez at second, the throw to first, and plenty of time.
That's got to be a frustrating night for camp. 0 for 4 is the 3-hitter, definitely a critical piece of this Cardinals offense.
Absolutely not the way that you want to be hitting. So I was wrong. We're missing. So still missing from front row. Still missing Jeremy Wolf, PJ Craig, and Gavin Alley. So we almost have our full roster here, and Jack Butler as well. My apologies. So we're almost got all of our guys here. We're missing a few more, but pretty much this is going to be how our Cardinals are going to be looking the entire season. As Brantley Willis comes up, the cleanup guy. He is 1 for 3 tonight. He got hit last time he was up. Crew almost hit him again. One and 0 as that one almost hit his elbow pad. 1-0 the count. Wilson throws the pitch, and that one is upstairs. Desperado tried to frame that one, but was unsuccessful. Wilson pitches again, and that one is sent sky high into left center field. And that will be Hogue there to make the out. And Hogue will end the inning right there with a 1-2-3 as we head to the top of the ninth. The Cardinals lead at 9-3. Due up is going to be Baez, Hamilton, and then Cologne one last time. Top of the ninth, Cardinals 3 outs away from a big win. We will be right back. As just mentioned, now pitching for the Front Row Cardinals is going to be Ethan Atkinson. He's a left-handed pitcher from Western Kentucky University, currently a junior, originally from Chipley, Florida. This is Atkinson's second game in his first outing. He went 1 inning, giving up 3 hits and giving up 3 runs, giving up 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. So not necessarily a great outing for Atkinson. Looking to do a lot better here in the top of the ninth. He will be facing off against Baez, Hamilton, and Cologne. As for Sean Munoz, he only went 1 inning, gave up 2 hits and 1 walk and 0 runs. As Atkinson will be the man to close this one out.
Third lefty for the Cardinals to pitch tonight.
I mean, hey, the lefties have been working tonight, so why stop?
That is very true. Looking at some previous scores for the Cardinals. Looks like they took opening day 7-4 against the Bandits. Excuse me, that's Harrisonburg. We lost opening day 13-4 to the Cannons. Won 12-2 over the Cavaliers. 8-3 over the Rebels, and then got shut out by Harrisonburg 4-0. to get to this
Now
point.
batting for the Royals in the top of the ninth, number 3.
And it's just a reminder for the Cardinals tomorrow. They will be on the road playing Stanton. That game slated to start at 7 p.m. As for the Royals, they will be at home tomorrow playing the Express. That game also slated to start at 7 p.m. Now batting for the Royals will be Danny Baez. Baez tonight is 1 for 3 tonight with a single his last time up as we get this bottom of the ninth going. Excuse me, not bottom of the ninth, top of the ninth. First 2 pitches in, 2 in the dirt. 2-0 the count.
Perfect venue for these boys to play out this summer. Bing Crosby Stadium. It's got to be one of the nicest fields and complexes in the Valley League.
Absolutely, definitely is. I've been to a few other complexes. A lot of teams will play at like smaller stadiums. That's the reason why we have the All-Star game. That one hit into right field, but Willis all over it. Quick, easy out. Brantley Willis on that. 1 away, 2 outs away from securing another win.
Now batting number 10, Cade.
Cade Hamilton's coming up to bat now. Hamilton 0 for 3 tonight. As Atkinson definitely looking to close out this one. Taking one last look around the Valley League while this happens. Currently, the Culpeper Cavaliers and the Purcellville Cannons are tied at 6 in the bottom of the 8th. Very close game there. The Lumberjacks and Generals game came to an end as that first pitch is inside for a strike. The Lumberjacks were able to beat the Generals 4-2. The Woodstock River Bandits are leading over the Express right now, 9-4 in the bottom of the 8th. The Tom Sox lead the Braves of Stanton 7-3 in the bottom of the 9th. So that game is pretty much done as Tom Sox are the home team. That ball downstairs for a ball. And the Newmarket Rebels lead against the Harrisonburg Turks, still 9-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Tomorrow, around what's going on, the Strasburg Express will be visiting the Winchester Royals. As that ball is hit foul over the right field line. The Charlottesville Tom Sox will be playing the Woodstock River Bandits in Woodstock. The Purcellville Cannons go to Waynesboro to visit the Generals. The Newmarket Rebels go to play the Culpeper Cavaliers. And the Covington Lumberjacks will be playing the Harrisonburg Turks in Harrisonburg. And, of course, the Front Royal Cardinals will be on the road playing against the Stanton Braves tomorrow. As we're currently at a 2-2 count here against Hamilton. Atkinson looking to just get an easy 1-2-3 inning and put things away. No save opportunity for him. And that's in for a ball to a full count. But it's not necessarily a bad thing that there's no save opportunity for him either, because that would be a very stressful situation with the outing he had last time up. So it's just comfortable 6-run lead right now here for Atkinson. 3-2 full count with 1 out and no runners on right now here to Hamilton. The payoff pitch is downstairs in the dirt, and Hamilton will take the walk back to first base. We go back to the top of the order, the Winchester Royals for the 5th time tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, if MLB managers, professional managers, college coaches, if they had it their way, they probably wouldn't want to have to need a closer if they could just blow out everybody. Not that this is a blowout, but if you could win all your games by 5 or 6 runs, I think that would be a good thing for that coach.
I mean, that would be an amazing thing. Unfortunately, though, that doesn't always happen. But so far at home, the Cardinals have looked strong in both their home games. That ball's in for a strike. Their first home game, opening day at home against Newmarket, they won 8-3. Right now, they're winning here 9-3. So far, both of Front Royal's losses are out on the road. Maybe that's a sign, and I probably just jinxed it saying that. They'll probably lose their next game. That ball also in for a strike, 0-2 very quickly here to J.C. Cologne, who is 1 for 3 tonight. Got that first hit on Cole Schiff, and that has been stifled ever since. Has yet to get anything going. Atkinson, the pitch ends it got away from Mercado, and Hamilton will comfortably make it over to second off that wild pitch.
And, just a shout out to these fans coming out here tonight. I mean, just a testament to this Cardinals fan base. Also, Winchester not too far away, only 20-25 minutes up 81.
Yep, and this will be a very exciting rematch to see. They are in the same division, so they will be playing again. We have a road game on Winchester on June 22nd, which I believe is the next time these two will meet. So in about 2 weeks, they'll meet again. That one smacked into left field, but it's going to die right at Capozzi's glove, as Nick Capozzi will have that one for the easy second out. I thought that one was going way far. That was a huge hit there by Cologne, but it just had so much air, got so high up there, but not enough distance. As now there are 2 outs away. The Cardinals are 1 out away from winning this one, as it will be Josh Hogue. Josh Hogue has been in left field today, and he so far is 1 for 3 with a single in the top of the 6th. That first pitch is sliced foul.
You know, this has just been a really complete game played by these Cardinals players tonight. Just that 1-3-run inning. Other than that, the pitchers have done a great job just throwing strikes. Really a clean 0 in the box.
That one
for
is
errors.
up in the center field, and Saban can't make the grab. Capozzi's going to throw it back in, but the run scores. Hamilton scores there, and they cut in the league as Hogue is able to get the first successfully, and it's 9-4. Does this mean comeback here for the Royals all of a sudden?
You know, it seems like every time I'm trying to compliment the Cardinals, Winchester ends up scoring.
Maybe we should just stop praising them.
I'll wait until I see the result.
Hey, we're almost there. 1 out away. 9-4 though now. Do not want to accidentally put Atkinson into a save situation. That would be really bad. Atkinson, the first pitch here is upstairs. It is Jeb Despard up to bat now. He has gone 1 for 4 tonight with a single in the top of the 6th. With a 1-0 count, Atkinson deals a strike going right down the middle, it looked like. Atkinson just looking to close this game out, get a win, and stay undefeated at home. Atkinson, the pitch is upstairs. Keeping an eye over on Hogue at first. You know he's going to be trying to run, just trying to see how much Winchester could cut into this lead. Maybe an improbable comeback. You never know. There's still one more out to go. That would be something if Winchester just got hot out of nowhere. Keep things interesting. Atkinson, the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Despard, excuse me. And it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. One more strike can put it away as this crowd is on its feet. One more strike. Atkinson settles back down. And he throws the pitch. Runner going, and it's a strikeout. Despard goes down swinging, and that is the end of the game.
Winchester 4.
This game will end. The Cardinals win it 9-4. What a great game. Pitching was really the story of the game today as we see the Cardinals shaking hands with each other. Anthony, what did you think of the game today? Pitching was the main story.
Well, is it safe for me to talk now? I think so, right? 9-4 final. Yeah, you know, solid pitching, but also the offense always was, except for the first couple innings when there was no score, the offense had given the pitchers the lead. They're allowing them to just do their thing, go out there, and not have to worry about pitching in a stressful moment because the Cardinals are never trailing today, and it's really easy. It's a lot easier, a lot more calming to pitch when your team has the lead.
Absolutely. Pitching the story of the day. The winning pitcher tonight will be Cole Schiff on the Front Row Cardinals. He went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and gave up 3 runs on that rough top of the 6th that sent him down. The losing pitch will unfortunately be Reed Bauer. He went 2 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 6 runs given up. Not good for him. All of which were earned and hit 1 batter. The story of the game was pitching again. Schiff did an amazing outing and just kept it all rolling, looking very strong. The Cardinals will end with 9 runs off of 10 hits and no errors. The Royals end with 4 runs off of 9 hits and no errors. Again, tomorrow the Cardinals are going to be in Stanton playing the Stanton Braves at 7 p.m. And as for the Royals, they will be at home playing the Strasburg Express tomorrow at 7 p.m. What a game. Great game. Cardinals improved to 3-2 on the season so far as they look to start this 6-game stretch of games, and they got it off on the right foot. What a great birthday present as well for Clint Marsh. Happy birthday to Clint Marsh. What a great birthday present. A bit tight at times, but getting it done late. Great job by the Bats, just really taking advantage of different opportunities. Anthony, anything else from you?
You know, I'm looking forward to Thursday's home game against Woodstock. We go right back at it.
Absolutely. We bring Woodstock back. That's the rematch of our playoff matchup last year. The River Bandits swept us 2-0. We are looking for some revenge as that game will be this Thursday, June 8th at 7 p.m. We'll be streaming it right here on the Royal Examiner or on Point Street, however you're listening to us. To everyone that's a part of the Front Royal Cardinals and Winchester Royals organization, I'd like to thank you for listening to this stream of the Valley Baseball League. The final score here from Bing Crosby Stadium here in Front Royal, Virginia is the Royals 4, the Cardinals 9. Signing off for now, I'm Ben Goldring.
Anthony Palumbo signing off.